What the heck is going on, everyone? So I would just like to start the night off by saying we are only 1 minute late. There was a going bet that I was going to be 5 minutes late. Whoever said that, you're wrong. You lost. You must take a drink. You must finish your drink. That's what you must do. So, sorry, you lost. What the heck is up, everyone? It's Friday. We survived the snowpocalypse, the ice storm that has ravaged its way through the state. We're here. We're staying warm. We're drinking. It's going to be a good day. I'll explain what we are going to be doing here in a bit when we bring on our guests, what we're doing. A little pregame pour, warming up the palate, because I guess this is a competition. So, DC has had a rough day, and he's already beginning. So, to DC, I don't know what's going on, but tonight's your night. Just drink that thingamajigger. Friday for oh wait, I can do this. I can pull people up. Friday at Fred's. What's up? Fred's was pre-game, and I know that for a fact. JRSVT got in here early. Let's go. Wooniv Poke is here. Trevor Kunkel's here, but he can't drink, so everyone make fun of him. He is driving. David Bays, let's friggin' go. J Max. I'm drinking some Russells. You cannot go wrong. A lot of people, I was hanging out in the pregame chat. Everyone's drinking Rare Breed, Russells. It's been like a turkey night. Roy is here drinking the new Mash and Journey single malt. What do you think of that? Sugar Kitty. Hey, Doug is back at Friday at Fred's, so you can head back down there. Andrew Kelly, what the heck is up? You like Malort. And he says, I'll be finding that out soon. Yeah, unfortunately. Jay Couts. I can't say I've ever actually seen a bottle of Malort. Well, I can hook you guys up if you're interested. I know a guy, me, and Jake McKee. He is my newest Patreon member and also someone who I think was betting on me to be late. So Jake, finish your friggin' glass. Who else I just saw? Johnny! What's up, Johnny? Looks like that is not what I clicked. Looks like a nerd convention in here. Must be in the right place. Abso-freaking-lutely. We can't start without you. Look at all these guys pre-gaming. Pre-game squad came in full force. Ethan Turk was here. That guy sucks. Let's get this show on the road. Daniel Simonson, what are you doing? Welcome aboard, Simpson. I'm still going through the pregame squad. Rain says Team Turks. Rain A was the one who provided tonight's Boujee, the Boujee flight tonight. And I said that it was a Boujee bourbon flight, and I don't think she ever even clarified that it was all bourbon. Okay? I don't know. It very well could be scotch and tequila and stuff like that. I don't know. Scott Pigsley, good to see you. Brian Toner. Matt Junick, the Imagine That, formerly known as. Let's go, 20 likes before Trev will start. That's correct. Slapshot, what's up, Brian? Good to see you, buddy. Biking Bourbon just got done with a 150-mile bike ride for pleasure. Lone Wanderer 360. Howdy, Trevor. I think he was talking to the other Trevor. Steven the Claw. Holtzclaw, formerly known as Matt Junick. Oh, that's just his username. I thought Steven was saying that. It's the Claw. Janelle, happy Friday. Good to see you, Janelle. Jeffrey Rollins. Let's catch up here. We got some people to bring on. Bourbon, he's sugging it. Danny Killingsworth, cheers everyone. Adam Dorman, Ryan Tarpey, 5 fingers. John T. I don't know why I've started saying John T like that, but that's your name now, dude. Brian at Fred's with Doug. What's up, Brian? Dude, it's the opening ceremony for the Winter Olympics. The opening ceremony? Who freaking cares? What are they even doing? Just talking about the winter, and we love the Olympics, and it's such an honor to be here and get on with the Olympics. I don't know. I usually catch the Olympics like 13 days into it. Everyone kept saying it's the Olympics going on too. I guess just because I'm from Arkansas and we don't really have a lot of winter, that I don't know. I don't keep up with the winter as much as I do as like track and field and stuff. Donald, like the backdrop. Well, all of this is accessible to you, man. Just come on over. Wesley Zeller, what is up, dude? Mr. Great Shot, cheers, good to see you. I literally thought this was Evan Williams in here. But this is just Evil Williams. You've heard of Evan Williams, everybody, but wait, the new release from Evan Williams, Evil Williams. It's Evan Williams double oaked. Evil Williams. Oh. Ted Booze. What is that? The Drink Bro. I'm going live. I'll say this like 8 times tonight, but tomorrow night on the Drink Pros channel, I will be on over there to decimate everyone at a blind flight. Pinch Hitter Whiskey Lounge, good to see ya. Haywood, did ya blow me? Is here. Of course, Rick. I'm sick of snow, had to use the snow blower twice. I don't even know how to operate that thing. Bourbon before bacon. What's up, you friggin' legend? Zenbood. Kilco sent me. What's up, Kilco? Peter White. Everything spicy. God, I don't know when I'll start liking you again. Every time I see your name, my stomach just feels like I ate a ghost pepper. Whiskey Wars, what's up, man? Just finished some Makers 46. I think we're catching up. I don't think we're catching up at all. Gene Brannaman, Mr. Steve Hayes. Old Man Joe, Emily Chambers, are you freaking legends? I'm catching up. I'm so far behind. What's up, Toby Garmin? Polishing off some Baker's 7. Well, let's go. Kill the bottle. Hog wrestling is not an Olympic event, Trev. Tracy Magyar. We had this discussion last week, and I struggled then. Jim Morris? Who else we got? I'm scrolling to the bottom. C. Jackson. All right, we're at the bottom. We're here. If I missed you, you know the routine. Tell me I'm an idiot. 100 likes for Willow, 150 for Mr. She's right in there. We got snowed in today, so she's here. I already told her. Like, at some point, the people are going to demand it. Alex Bruyere. Good to see you, buddy. All right, let's bring on our guest. I've had them waiting long enough. I'm ready just to, I guess, to beat them. But before we bring them on, I got to talk a little crap. While they can't say anything. I mean, one of our contestants tonight totally sucks. I mean, I'm looking right at him, and he sucks. The other one is an angel on earth. I can't say anything bad, but one of them, my goodness, it's going to be great just to get a win. Let's bring him on. Let me introduce you to the angel, Katie, and the worst person ever, Ethan. Welcome aboard.
Hey.
Oh, what's up, man? Thanks for having us.
No, I don't. You could actually do something very terrible to me, and you two are easily the most incredible people. I couldn't even be mad. I'd be like,
Wait,
man, you
do we have
really
license
did
to do
just
something
like
terrible to you?
You just hit my dog, and like that was mean, but you're so good. You're so nice to me. I don't know. You guys are incredible.
I mean, I wouldn't mess with Willow, but like maybe just hide all your makers.
See that? Okay, I should have said that. You could go push this shelf over and be like, dude, it just fell right in front of me, and I didn't stop it. But I don't know. You guys are here. So tonight's flight, everyone. We got the Turks. You guys have seen them. If you don't know who they are, then you need to really reevaluate your life. You need to start chatting in the chat. You need to get to know people in the chat because we got awesome people. And my arch nemesis, Rain, sent us a flight of 6. And I need to be corrected by Rain. She's here. I said 6 bourbons, but I don't think she ever clarified that it was bourbon or not. I think it was just a bougie flight. So I don't know what really that means.
I think it was bougie whiskey.
Yeah,
so
bougie whiskey. I feel like something in here is going to be something else. If in Rain, if there are rules, if there are what you want us to do or guess or whatever, let us know. Otherwise, it's going to be a free-for-all in terms of you just got to guess what it is. Like I said, I feel like they're not going to be all bourbon. I have a strong, sneaking suspicion.
She probably threw some in there to trip us up.
We'll need to guess what they are, proof, stuff like that.
So she said they're all whiskey from America. If she wants to add any more rules, I think she has to come in here to tell us, right?
Yes.
Is that our rule?
That's our rule now.
Okay.
And Rain, I could send you over the link if you want to hop on. You need to let us know. Otherwise, we have these rules set in place. And I feel like Rain is just going to be laughing at us the entire time.
Probably.
Definitely.
She's going to be like, idiots.
Yep.
She's going to drink along with us, and then, like, we'll guess something, and she's going to do her maniacal evil laugh.
Or she's just going to have this straight poker face of like, I don't know. I don't know if I would have sent you that.
DC has some good rules.
Well, I haven't gotten there. We had the first super chat of the night. JRSVT, ready for a good show with the Turks. Absolutely. It's never a bad time without the Turks. So, I guess with that, we should announce, because JR has just now entered himself into a giveaway.
Oh, yeah.
And he didn't even know. So, what I am... So, you guys have a whole list. So, what is going on?
So, we're going to give away 2-ounce samples of each on the table. So, we have a couple Maker's Private Slacks, Maker's 46 Cask, and then SE4 PR5, and then FAE 01 and 02. So,
only the best bottles ever. I'm going to give away a Boujee sample pack because I was like, what am I going to give away? And then it was Boujee night. So the winner is going to get access to, like, you could get whatever you want, but you get access to the top shelf.
Wow.
And then I will I'm going to throw in with that person because I had some extra of these made. But if you don't have one of these, I have the Frosted Kinsey.
Ooh, wow.
Very, very. This is Special Reserve LE. Frosted Kinsey.
Very nice.
With whatever the crap you want from up there.
Man.
And I will tell you what I have, and I will either encourage you not to pick that, or, I mean, if you want to pick it, you want to try something, it's all you, so.
Yeah, I mean, 12 ounces from us and a flight from
And I think we
you,
should
and
just do, like, it's one of you. You get this huge
Just one?
shebang.
Man,
You get samples from them, and you get the sample and glass from me.
that seems real bougie.
So, you have a big old bougie. Look at the Donnie's in. The Turks are awesome people. Trev ain't so bad either. FYI, got text, my power is back on.
Nice.
Finally, you guys lost power, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad we didn't lose power. Did you guys get a lot of snow there?
More
ice?
More ice.
More ice.
Yeah, we lost power for about 6 hours. So we were snuggled around the fireplace, keeping warm.
Yeah, we had no issue with anything. I mean, it almost seemed as if nothing was going on. Thankfully.
Wow.
What about
I think
Mama
further
Roach?
south in the state got friggin' slammed, which is weird because I feel like the northern part should have been where it was all
Yeah.
at. But
What about your other house?
Yeah, what about Mama Wrench and everybody?
they're alive.
Good. Nobody killed each
Steven, the Claw just come in. No message. He just wanted to drop hatred on me. Probably to say go Turks.
So Trevor Kunkel chimed in. I guess he tagged me because they figured I'd notice it quicker than you would, Trev. He said, Rene wants us to guess the cost of the bottles.
Yes. I would like you to guess how much you think these cost. And it honestly, with how my chat's set up, when you guys tag me, I don't see it when I'm using this other software. So,
Yeah.
if you
I'm
really
just a
need
narcissist
something
on my name.
to be read, it's on Ethan.
That's fine. I love to see my own name. All right.
Now here's the issue, because
I'll be the judge of that.
both of us are on here. I don't have anyone keeping track because I didn't ask anyone.
I think Matt Janok said he would get it for us.
Did you say that, Matt? Or if you didn't, I'm going to start writing them down. All right. You guys have yours poured. I'm just pouring one at a time. He got me. Matt's got us.
Man.
And Matt, I got you because of your cat. I won't rub it. I won't say anything, but your cat can sug it. And I got you.
That's right, Johnny Five. Second Trev. He tagged me. I had to.
Gosh dang it. Don't abuse the system now.
I'm not saying I'll say anything that you tag me with, but, I mean, pretty much.
He will say anything he wants to. Okay.
Give him the power.
I have glass A. I think we should just get into this. I'm nervous. Now that I've learned that it's just whiskey.
You should be nervous.
Just whiskey. This is probably this is going to be some Ardbeg right up front.
No.
No.
Oh, man. That is
Okay.
classic.
Crap.
Wow.
And here's my issue too. I think what's going to be hard for me is going to be like what is considered bougie.
Is it price point? Is it brand?
I think she's interested in just us guessing what we would think this cost.
Okay.
And then finding out like the real price of it. So when we say, "Oh yeah, that's totally 40 bucks." And she's like, "No, that's $200."
I mean, does that mean Sweetens Cove is in here?
Probably. No, I've never had that, and I mean maybe that's the point is trying to find something that's like costs a lot of money that's not worth a dang.
Yeah.
Maybe.
No, she says yep. We'll
Betting
see.
on Adam Dorman is betting on you guys.
Wow.
That's because Adam Dorman is a smart man.
And then the Turks roll. Whatever. Do we
Oh,
have
he's such
any
a great
wrench
guy.
fans here?
I think there's probably a few.
Now, I'm just gonna guess as much as I can about these.
Man.
Like as far as distillery proof. Because I feel warm. I feel like I have been practicing. I know what distillery this is.
Oh, yeah?
No. Just trying to psych you out.
Yeah, okay.
Oh man.
I'm tasting
Wow.
it. I don't know what you guys are going to do. It's like I want to talk to you guys about it, but I'm also trying to beat you. We'll talk later.
I mean, we can talk. It doesn't have to be helpful.
Means Katie's gonna try to throw you off.
She's going to be like, oh, this is totally this distillery. And it's like what she doesn't think it is.
I think this one's mellow corn.
Right.
You know what? There is mellow corn.
Doesn't it?
Hey, there we go. We got some lovers. What's up, Andrew Chance?
The claw was wrecking you too.
Yeah.
What do you say? I'm here, dude.
Yeah, it was right when you were saying, "Is anybody?"
He
here for me?"
he could have been saying that. I'm here.
Okay.
I'm here, dude.
I mean, if
Steven's
you're
got
looking
my
for
back.
people not to be here for you, that's fine.
So does Mark, though. Mark has your back.
Let's go, Trev. Don't sug it again. It's like super passive aggressive. I want you. I'm on your side, but don't let me down.
It actually seems like most people are Team Katie. They just are generalizing the two of us, which I can't blame them for.
Let's go, Mr. Steve Hayes. I'm going to tell you right now, I always have my initial thought. Like, I'm tasting that, and I'm picking up a specific distillery. I don't know what it is, but judging that it's that distillery's flavor profile that I feel like I'm getting, it can only be a couple things. Now, my answer could totally change once I start tasting other stuff.
Right, of course. I think
But
the first run through is just to have fun with it.
there is one singular note that I want to say I get on that.
Well, then say it.
Nope. I ain't gonna say it.
It's fine. It's normal to fear that which you don't understand.
DC.
Right, Arkansas Savant. It should be Savant.
Oh God.
Expect some good memes later.
I support you, Trev. I fully expect you not to completely suck.
Man.
No, okay.
That's the high praise from Barn Door.
That's for Barn Door. That's amazing. Mark says 2 against 1, so there's that. Are you guys each keeping your own tallies?
Oh yeah.
So it's going to be basically all 3 of us versus each other.
I'm not letting her drag me down. What are you talking about?
I don't want her answers. I just didn't know if you guys were going to be like, write something and then be like, here, are you getting that?
No.
No.
More than likely not.
We're more competitive with each other than we are other people.
True.
Because I'm usually right, and she can't stand that. Man. See, A is right up my alley. That is a vanilla bomb.
It's fantastic. I'm going to say this. I don't know what I would say that's worth, but I think so far, like I say so far, it's the first friggin' one. I think this is worth, it's not something that's overhyped. It's really good. I mean, unless it ends up costing $400.
Yeah, and I would agree with you. I think that's a solid bottle, but I don't think it's anything worth writing home over. I don't
No,
think
I
it's an
think
LE. I don't think it's any of that.
It's pretty low proof, I think.
I would agree.
Yeah.
I think it's
very
lower proof.
refreshing.
And that's what started. I started thinking it was something, and I go, wait a minute, though that isn't that proof. That's much higher, and this is to me in like the 90s somewhere.
Yeah. Now B is going to kick us.
That's what I was thinking, like 90 to 95, somewhere in that. It has a little bit of bite, but not.
Yeah,
Not
I
an
was
overflowing.
I was going even. I don't know if anything is like 93 proof. But I was like you. I was like, this is between 90 and 95, so I'm going 93.
Yeah.
And I'm solidifying that by telling you this.
That's
But
good, 'cause
don't
you know
let
the
me
chat will
sway
hold you
you.
to
That very well could be 105.
Oh.
Stanley.
It's
I'm a
almost like you
huge
couldn't
Bourbon
write
Ranch
something
supporter,
else down.
especially the shirtless version. You sexy son of a batch. But I'm going with the Turks on this one. Stanley! Okay. Whatever you say. Hey, what's up, Bubble Bath?
Man.
All right. I kind of I'm going to put kind of a loose because I want to try and guess everything I can, so I'll even guess a bottle just for the heck of it. But I think the thing, well, I guess to focus on is price. Rain, do you want us to guess how much we think that costs, or how much we would pay for it?
Or both.
Yeah, or both.
Yeah, I took it as how much we thought it would cost, but that's a good question.
Because I think it would be interesting to say, I mean, I wouldn't pay more than this for it. And then it turns out, dude, that if you want this, it's 8 times that price that you said you would pay.
She said do both.
Do both.
Sounds
I like
she's
that.
just winging it.
I like this one a lot, though. I feel like I need to move on now, because I'm gonna like overthink it.
One last thing on this one. I mean, and this is all relying on if it is what I'm thinking it is. It reminds me a lot of some other bottles that I paid much less for. That's why I'm even leaning towards thinking it's something specific, but
I think I'm with you on the distillery.
Yeah.
Only because I've been digging one of the lower proof bottles from that specific distillery lately for this reason, which is probably going to tell Katie what I think the distillery is.
I can't wait for us to be completely different. Like,
that'd
we
be hilarious.
both are so on, like, oh, it's this distillery, and then you're going to say it's freaking something, and I'm going to be in the totally different part of the state.
So you think it's Kentucky?
Yeah. You don't think that's Kentucky? If it's not Kentucky, there's only one other state that I think this could even be.
I mean, I think it's Kentucky.
I didn't say either way. I just asked the question.
There is a note that could very well be... I can't say anymore. Now I'm interested. Because I think me and Ethan are in the same wavelength. Just without giving me any hints.
All right.
All right, I have my guesses on that. And again, we can totally go back after we go through them all and just solidify your answers. Amy Bohm. Hey, it's the lovely Katie and just 2 dudes.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Hey, what's up, Amy?
Honestly,
Scott
that's one of the
Pixley.
nicer intros that I get.
When are you wearing a mankini again so I make sure I don't show up? That's the thing, Scott, is it's going to be totally unannounced. It's going to happen when it happens. You and the Turks should guess price, proof, rye or not, finished or not, bottle or brand. And in a way, I'm not necessarily guessing is this rye or not, um, but also in a way I am, if that makes sense. I mean, you go down the checklist. Like, what could this
Right.
be?
Exactly.
Is it a high rye
So-
bourbon? Is it a weeded bourbon?
Yeah. All right, I'm moving on
Man.
to B. I didn't pour these beforehand because the more I got to thinking about it, I didn't want to see the color of them and have it like, I don't know, psych me out. When I saw one that looked like urine and thought, oh, she sent friggin' scotch.
Right. We poured them
Whoa.
just about 20 minutes before, just because we wanted to make sure we had it even enough.
Now that's interesting.
That is an interesting nose.
You know, okay. I've gotten to the point where I think this flight's awesome in the sense of you can tell that these two have been quote unquote bougie bottles. Does that mean that I think they're necessarily worth it? No, but you can tell they're different than like the most stuff you drink.
Yeah.
Right. Oh yeah, for sure. And I'm wondering if it could be bougie in the sense of people can't find them.
Maybe.
So then they're like maybe more reasonable price. But not everybody can get them.
I don't know. After the first two, out on a limb here, I think it's going to be a lot of sourced whiskeys that are priced more or less.
Maybe.
Hey, Dan freaking like, you're the man.
Hold on, I'm
Any
getting
other
down to
guess?
Dan. I saw Barbara Suarez come in. Where's Marcos? He's nearby, but she's Team Wrench, so suck it!
Ha!
Dan like, cheers Ethan and the other guest.
We need Julie like in here. We need
That's
her in here
Ethan's
now.
one fan on this planet.
Hey, I'll take it. If you've got to have one person in your corner, Superman is the one you want, all right?
Hey.
Where's Julie? Dan. No, we can't rely on Dan to go get her. He's going to be like, yeah, Trev's not streaming with anybody.
You won't want to watch it.
I'm surprised Katie hadn't texted Julie already.
I told her last night.
Man.
Said, hello, I'm streaming with me and the worst person ever, Ethan. And then she'll show right up.
Right, she will. Like if I send her a message.
She made him time me out last night. It was pretty funny.
Yep.
Oh, there she is.
Is she here?
Sorry, I'm late. I was trying to avoid Ethan.
Oh. Well, at least I just see Lifetime Whiskey in her name.
Ooh, we got some beef. What's up, top dog? Okay,
This one's drinking a little bit hotter.
I'm getting. Yeah, it's totally different.
It is. Honestly, the first part of the nose, immediately I thought of the high the older Obtainium picks, the brain candy we just got. It's missing the proof, but that old oak nose is absolutely there.
Yeah.
It's been a long time in wood.
It's oaky, for sure.
Cool 62 Chev just said, has faith in me. Let's go, Chev. I was going to say, Ethan, the Obtainium, you said that, and I was like, I totally am going to win this. But then you said, this got that oak.
Mm-hmm.
And this is oaky. This reminds me, and I mean, you can guess. I don't want to give you hints, but you've already said something tonight that's throwing me off.
That might have been on accident.
No. You said you were thinking stuff along the lines of it. You said
sourced.
it could be some sourced stuff that is priced higher. And this is giving me... I mean, it could be its own thing, or this very well could be one of those 15-year-old sourced overpriced things.
You
that
almost
makes
said
sense.
the brand right there, didn't you?
No, there's several.
Oh, okay.
Well, okay, let me seriously though. We know what we're talking about. The sourced beams, the sourced Bartons,
Hmm.
the sourced Heaven Hills. To
Sourced
me,
Turkey.
they almost get lost. Like they almost are just. They're not too distinguishing from each other.
Yeah, but I think in the past year, if you want to talk about sourced whiskey, at least Kentucky bourbon, it's almost all Barton. There's a little bit
Yeah.
of Beam out there, sure, but it's almost all Barton.
Yeah.
Anything older than about 5 years, that's all it is.
Yeah.
There's nothing else.
For the price, I mean, if you look at Rebel with Heaven Hill source stuff, like that's reasonably priced, but it's all 5 years.
I will say though, and it's maybe I just don't have that have it tried that much older Barton. But like to me, this is too nutty to be that. It's got that
Exactly.
oak, but maybe I'm saying nutty, and maybe it's the oakiness that I'm calling nutty. If that
I
makes
mean,
sense.
I mean, possibly, but
I
I mean,
Nutty is
struggle
one
with it.
note I don't pick up on very well, so it's possible that's it.
for me, this is definitely nutty. It's not like a dusty peanut like a bean product, but it does have a little bit of nuttiness to it.
I think that's what gets me in a lot of trouble when I do these competitions and stuff, is that I'll drink something older like this. And the thing that I have the most experience with when it comes to age is my Knob Creek picks.
Oh, those 15
So my brain immediately goes to, wow, that gives me that oakiness like those picks do. It must be Beam. But then it could, I don't know, could be Barton. And I'm just not familiar because I don't really buy all of those sourced 15-year, $150, $200 sourced products.
Yeah, the Sam Houston's, the Calumets, those.
Barton is bougie nuts. 21090. What's up, Todd? Man, yeah, I'm struggling with this. I mean, I know what I'm gonna guess. No, I don't.
I'm not guessing anything yet. Okay, so now we're going to F. That is C.
Yes, because it is.
Oh,
There was the
man.
mistake.
The nose on. Oh, my gosh.
Oh wow!
I can't wait to learn what this whiskey is. I would do awful things to procure this.
What would you do?
It all depends on what the bottle name is or what the price is. I'm not gonna sell myself short here. Come on.
Here, let me pour F. I'm pouring glass 3, which is sample F, in a glass with the letter B on it. So let's just get really confusing here. That is light, dude.
It is.
Let me
It's
see if
much
my
lighter
camera
than
will
the
pick
other
up how
two.
light that is. It's
Glad to hear
different.
you
My
got it,
camera's
Todd.
different. It makes it more orange than it is in real life. That's yellow.
Yeah, I'd say that's more of a yellow.
This is going to be freaking... This is Irish or Scotch. I'm calling it now.
She said they're all American.
All American whiskey. But I mean, if you want to say
Yeah.
something's a Scotch or an
I mean,
Irish
it could
whiskey,
be a
you go
Scotch,
ahead.
Trev. Like, I mean, it could be a blend of Scotch and Irish. For all
Then
we
this
know.
has got to be something else. Like, this is not bourbon. There's no bourbon that's the color?
I
This has
agree.
gotta
I don't
be
think this is bourbon.
This is light whiskey, dude.
I think it's a lower proof light whiskey. But there is
That's
still
incredible.
some oak in. There's a lot of oak in there, right? Like as I'm getting down in there, I'm getting that age coming out.
Yeah, this is freaking incredible. The color threw me off as a bourbon only dude. The color scared me.
Mm.
The smell is phenomenal.
It is.
JG is in here. JG Suggett. And he tagged Richie Z. There's Richie. Well, that's Brian.
Just me hints. Katie's passing insider tips over here, by the way, just so you know.
I missed it.
She muted the mic.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not kidding.
There's a push button. See? Talking.
What's up, Donald? Cool running. Good to see you guys. I'm trying to keep up with the chat as we go along. I'm so used to, and I feel like I've gotten pretty good on my other system keeping up with the chat. Over here on this one, I suck.
Should we?
It's because
it
doesn't. It's not live, so it'll just be frozen, and all of a sudden, just like 15 new messages just load in.
Should we tell them that there's a giveaway? A Boujee giveaway?
Oh, yeah. You know what? Hold on.
People?
I just need to do... I had this little thing
banner?
made.
Oh, look at that. Fancy.
It's a little ticker.
Yep.
There we go. It doesn't say what the giveaway is, but we have a flight of some of the most, and by some of, I mean the absolute best bourbons ever on that table. Maker's Mark. Friggin' wood finishing series, just the wrench favorite, we'll call it that. Samples from the Turks, plus the Boujee sample pack from me, which is to include whatever you want out of my collection, plus a Bourbon Wrench Frosted Kinsey limited edition special reserve. What other catchphrase words could we throw on there? Glass. One of a kind.
One of a kind.
Aged to perfection.
You could call it Boujee, I guess.
It's a Boujee glass. Also, I just tasted that.
Mm-hmm.
What the freaking heck is that?
F?
It's delicious.
What the F is that?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's whiskey. That's American. Let me put it that. That tastes like. I can't give you hints. Is that not fruity?
It's fruity, but it also has a spearmint kind of note to it.
I got a note almost like an apple note.
You sure you're drinking the right glass?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I am.
Okay.
Dude,
No, that's
that's
like apple note.
Oh.
that is apple or something. That is weird.
See, because I get a little bit of the spearmint. I actually get a pretty heavy note of black tea on the palate.
If you know what this has to be, not bottle. I'm talking generalized. No, I can't tell you guys this.
We can banter. What you got?
No.
No.
I was going to give you the answer. I'm just so excited to talk about these eventually.
Rain said they're all from North America.
North America. Canada. No, this is not Canadian. This has got to be a finished rye.
I'm with you. It's definitely a rye.
And the sweetness that's on it, to me, I feel like it's got to be finished in
Finished?
something.
I don't know if it's finished, but it's not a dill forward rye.
And maybe that's what I'm going for, but I'm gonna go with my gut. But you bring up a good point, because it very well could just be not a dill forward type of rye. Because that was sweet.
Right. It was like sweet, but it still had that spice. It was sweet on the front end to me.
This is a really good glass. This is very complex.
So John T came in with the super chat. Don't think he said anything. And then, or that was the mega chat, and then, where did that super chat go? Johnny! Frosted Kinsey would make a great vessel for Trev's tears. Go Turks. What's up, Big Vic? Let's just change the subject for frickin' John. Trev, have you had Hard Truth Sweet Rye yet? I own like 3 ryes, so no. Tim Evans, cheers, drinking with the Turks channel coming soon. You guys have been killing it this week.
I know.
What's up, Geoff? Say on. Good to see you, Jeff.
I'm not sure on proof on it. I think it's definitely over 100.
Whiskey A, that
so?
screams Alberta Premium
no.
to me. Oh, shoot. Did he just plant something in our heads?
But it can't be. She said North America. Well, no.
Canada's in North America.
Duh.
Oh, Canada.
I'm not the brightest sometimes.
Oh, man.
You can shut up.
You... Is Alberta Premium finished, or is that just what it tastes like?
I don't think Alberta Premium is finished.
I don't... Okay, I'm
don't know if they
changing
do.
that it's
Well,
finished
there's
because
a couple
it's...
of finished bottles.
Not
I feel like
Alberta
it's too
Premium.
light,
Not that
though,
we've
to
seen.
be finished, now that I'm thinking about it. Like, that is light.
It is light. It's definitely in used oak. But Alberta Premium also, again, sourced, right? They sell a lot of whiskey under different, or they sell a lot of whiskey to people that then gets bottled under different labels. I think Whistle Pig is largely Alberta Premium. I think.
Whistle Pig.
Yeah.
What's up, Jason? What's up, Nighthawk?
What's up,
Or wait,
Jason?
am I Nighthawk? What's up, Dragon? No, I'm Dragon. 877 MASH now, says JG.
Rain wants the link, Trev.
Yeah, Rain
Who?
wants the link. Rain wants to join us.
Hold on.
She said
Let
at the
me
end.
grab my handy dandy wireless keyboard, brought to you
Oh,
by
snap.
Matt Jinnock.
Nice.
He literally was pissed off that I couldn't type from over here. And he said, check the mail in 3 days.
You mean Matt Junick, right?
Yes.
Okay. Just making sure we're talking about the same Matt, not the Imagine That.
No, we're not talking about the Imagine That. Whoever that guy is sucks. Let me see how to share this link. With my screen flipped the way it is, it makes everything
Makes it
very difficult. Guests. Okay, invite guests. There we go.
Yeah. I'm not
Copy
sure.
link. How do I send this to Rain?
Text message? Message?
But I'm on the computer. I'm just gonna post this in the comments, and if you're not Rain, I'm sorry, you can't come in.
That's gonna work out well for you.
I won't pull you on.
Cheers, Richie Z.
Cheers.
Wait,
You
that
get the
doesn't
control
even
glass.
work either. We'll figure this out. Everyone in the chat, what are you drinking right now? We're about halfway through.
I didn't. Have
I
much.
feel like I'm winning
You feel
by
like
a
you're winning?
landslide.
You're definitely winning. You're also the most
Totally.
popular person on the stream.
Hold on, I'm gonna email this to you, Rain, because I think I have your
What's a big 4?
email.
I'm sure you have her address. Just mail it to her.
I'll send a messenger pigeon. Okay, so I don't have your email here.
Yeah,
I
so
gotta
Kevin
switch my
Campbell
other
said
one.
something way up in the chat that I actually had the thought that maybe it was maybe he was right for bottle B, but I'm not sure. I'm not going to give y'all that much. If y'all want more info,
Guys,
y'all got to go look at it.
you're giving me crap, but the hold on. You're giving me crap, but the issue is that my screen is flipped portrait and it doesn't give you the same commands. Hold on. Here we go. Rain.
Oh, because your window's not wide enough. Yeah, I
Nope.
gotcha.
So I'm pulled the screen over here and
Yep.
Rain and only Rain can click that link. Otherwise, I'm going to see you waiting in the background and we're just going to make fun of you. In fact, whoever comes in there and is waiting, you owe us a bottle chug. Or you owe me, and I have to watch you do it in the background.
Now you're going to get everybody in the chat.
I'm kidding. Don't do that. Rain, click that link. All right, let's go. I already have...
Simpson.
Yeah,
He'll ban him.
Simpson said he'll ban him.
I'm going to
Guaranteed
tell
he's
you
having
right
a
now,
riot.
guys.
Yep.
All three of these, though, the price that I said that I would pay versus the price I think it's worth are severely different.
Yeah, same. I'm also very jaded by the sourced market in general these days.
I'm jaded by anything that costs over like $80, and I start questioning why am I having to do that?
I mean, you pretty much described the sourced market. It
And
starts at 80 and goes up, right?
if you're over 80, you need to give me a reason why, and it better be good.
It was bottled with a few of Trev's tears from that Kinsey glass.
I would pay $3 for that. I'd click the link, but I don't have pants on. Well, I don't have pants on either. What's up, Gene? Good to see you, man. Calm down, Simpson. What is that? Hoping it's right now, Ethan. Kevin Campbell. Good to see you, Kevin. I saw you earlier late. I'll ban them. If anyone pops in here, Dan's going to ban you. Derek Patton. Good to see you, man. I'm trying not to miss anyone. Seagrass.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Wait a minute. That's literally... Someone literally put their name as Rain A, and it's a grown freaking man. I was like, I saw Rain A, and I'll go, oh, there she is. And they literally had the camera, so you just saw like the top. And I was like, oh, there's Rain. And then the camera came down, and it's a freaking man. Yeah, you're not. Hold on. You know what? Screw it. Look at him. There he is. That's Rain. Oh. Screw you.
Oh, points for being clever.
Oh, it's the real Rain.
Ray!
Oh, look at that.
What's up?
That got me. That got me good. Rain, you're probably muted again. This happens every time.
No, I heard her.
Yeah, I heard her.
She just can't hear us.
Oh.
Quick, Trev, sign language. She's too busy looking at her screen.
I meant to go ahead and pour glass C,
Man.
so I just have it stand by.
Yep.
Glass C, which is D.
Hold on.
So it's number 4. Glass 4. Now we're back
Hello.
into the bourbon territory.
Hey. Can you hear us?
What's up, Rain?
What's going on?
Nope.
Oh,
Nope.
bye.
I had that effect on people. Sorry.
It was Ethan's fault.
Okay, so there's a...
guy.
What the heck? Rain?
It's Hans.
You have nothing to say, Rain?
Oh, you guys can hear me. We can't hear Rain.
Yeah. I thought you were Rain.
What's going on, dude?
I literally said, don't join this link if you're not Rain, and then you joined the link. And I just see him over here like,
Dude, I'm like hunkered down in my house because of the snow and all the ice. I'm like, I'm fucking jumping on. I don't care.
well,
Jason sees any StreamYard or Melon link, and he's like, I'm in this.
I'm in. I'm going in tonight. I'm all in.
okay. I literally pulled up the guest. I thought Rain came back, and I just see Jason over here like.
that was kind of the plan. What's going on, Turks?
Not much.
What's
How
up,
are you
man?
doing?
So what did you send this man besides Maker's Mark?
No, Jason, you obviously haven't paid attention at all.
I know.
Rain, the person who we're trying to get in here, sent us a Boujee flight. And we're trying to guess the price versus, I guess, what it actually costs. She wants to know what we think it's worth.
Oh, that's a good challenge.
So,
This is what we'd pay for it.
yeah. So all of them have been, I think, phenomenal. I can tell they're bougie. I can tell they're some harder to get stuff. So it's a challenge.
You want C yet, Trev? Because that gets bougie. Man.
What's that?
C gets bougie.
Yeah. Hold on. Here we go.
Rain.
Oh,
Hey.
Hey!
I am much better than Jason. I hope no one thought that we were the same person.
Yeah, I am not. I'm not even on the same level as Rene. So
Old Man Joe said, "Is that the whack behind Jason?" Yeah, that's Jeffrey Whack.
Always
He's got a poster of him in his room.
First
Yeah.
off, thank you for sending this to us, Rain.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
I don't-
absolutely.
I don't want to get confusing, Ethan, because this is sample C, but I'm still going to call this sample 4 or D. But
Why don't we
D
just
is
call it
bougie.
D?
is that 6 pours?
Yes.
Wow, damn Rain.
She's making it rain.
She definitely made it rain with the bougie whiskey.
Yep.
It's always a good time when Trevor overdrinks. You never know what's going to happen.
Oh, you want sloppy Trev?
I want flying squirrel Trev.
That's rare form. Rare form. Oh my gosh, that you almost just made freaking whatever D was come out of my nose. And I think that would have killed me.
It would have burned.
D that's actually C that he also called 4. For anybody who's not following.
Anyone having trouble
CD4.
keeping up?
This is just a Maker's Mark wood finishing series logo, CD4.
Yeah.
I have to give you crap, Rain, because I gave Donnie the Linux cat crap when he messed up the samples. So Rain called me. I'm blaming Rain 100%. The
At
only reason I'm
7:59.
even 1 minute late was because Rain called me at the last 20 seconds and said, "It was easier to call you. I messed up the flight."
It literally
She's like, "You
said
need to
40
change
seconds.
these 2 glasses right now." And I was like, "Oh, okay, you're good. It's fine."
It said 40 seconds until live time.
Yep.
I was like, let me call him. I can't explain this through text.
But we're here. Mostly he cries. Shut up, Noah. Kimberly McKinney joined the giveaway
Oh,
is this comedy night with Trev.
Oh my gosh.
This is make fun of Trev night, I guess.
I mean, why not?
Wow.
Independent Joe says, nice Glenn.
Oh, look at that. That's a
Check
nice
out
one.
Independent Joe. He's a freaking
Oh.
legend.
Independent Joe's got a Glenn.
And it's right here in my hand. Shoot. Rain, have we been,
Peanut butter
has
s'mores.
anybody on tonight's stream been close?
Yes.
Okay. I
Any
would.
of the people
It was
on the
me.
stream
It
or
was
in
me.
chat?
It was me.
You've had conversations that I thought were leading in the right direction.
Oh,
Because they went the opposite
which
direction.
means we turned the wrong
That's
direction.
Wow.
Maybe we should go back to talking about these instead.
I will say this. I think this one is closer to B than any of them.
You're talking about C4D?
C4D is closer to B than any of them. I think C4D is better than B. I like this better.
Really?
Yeah, I do.
So you don't prefer older stuff then?
You don't like the oaky bourbons or whiskeys.
B is getting a little bit. Maybe. I don't know. I think I'm mixing up classes now.
Huh.
D is peanut butter s'mores.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Granted, I've never had a peanut butter s'mores, but that sounds like a tasting note Jason
Oh, wow.
would give,
Oh, wow.
and I love it.
I take that as a high compliment.
It is.
Yeah. I like peanut butter s'mores. Why not?
But it also has coffee.
There's Scott. Go Braves. That's the last time I will mention Scott on this channel.
Well played, sir. Well played, Nighthawk.
Come on. Who
Crap.
can say no to Hawk Ross?
Hawk Ross. It's going viral, baby.
This is a hard flight.
Yeah, it is.
Like this is the first time that, and I knew this was going to happen. Things are going to start reminding me of the other ones, and I'm going to start second guessing everything I've ever said.
Do you think it's because I called it bougie? It put it, I don't know, gave you a thought in your mind of
Yes.
like, yeah.
I definitely think the word bougie is a word that we are either we are accurately thinking. How do I even explain this? When I think bougie, I'm thinking of anything Buffalo Trace or anything that's freaking a lot of money.
Anything Buffalo
So,
Trace.
so when I think bougie, I think expensive, but may or may not be worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
So-
how I
yeah.
line that word.
That's
up.
better because
yeah. So
this was
Buffalo
all in
Trace.
our this was all up to us of like, what does she mean by bougie, you know?
I guess that
So-
would have been good. My definition of bougie, right?
Yeah. So Buffalo Trace or Blue Run.
The
But
butterflies.
you know, it could
have to
be
like
it could
them
be
all.
other things though. Like we were talking earlier, those bottles that were sourced that are you know the Blue Runs and the whoever this is 15 years old, pay $200 for it bottle.
Yeah. Well,
But it could also be stuff like, I don't know, like a Booker's. To me, is bougie. I feel like it's a lot of money that's not worth that money. It's
not
like
a hard
you're paying for a
argument to make
fancy
these
cool
days.
box.
yeah, I think it's interesting because when you call a flight a certain thing, you know, Rain had kind of made it bougie flight. You already have kind of a predetermination in your head of what like an expensive bourbons, or so while you're tasting them, you guys are probably already thinking, okay, what's over $100 that could taste like this?
That's literally what I like. My glass A, I literally was like, this tastes like this distillery. Which of their bottles is over this price? Was my exact thought process.
But that's also why I wanted to know what you would pay for it, because you might think Glace is whatever and it costs however much, but you're like, well, I'd spend $25 on it.
And that's why I've been putting how much I wouldn't say how much I think it's worth. I'm saying this is how much I would pay for it.
Right.
Like if it turned out to be, if I say I would pay $60 for this bottle, if it's $40, then that's great for me. Or if I say I'll pay 60 for it and it turns out to be 200, then it's like, well, that's just not for me.
Right. No judgment, because I bought all these bottles.
But seriously,
So you were either tricked into buying these bottles because of the marketing, or you liked
but
it.
seriously, half of these bottles up here, like Weller CYPB, I paid $70 for that. I don't think in a perfect world I wouldn't even pay $70 for that. It doesn't taste $70 good to me.
Wait, which bottle did you say, Trev?
CYPB.
Oh yeah.
I've
Yeah.
never had that one.
That's why I say in a perfect world, like
Yeah.
in today's world, if you see it for 70, you freaking buy it.
Yeah.
But in a perfect world, is that better than Rare Breed to me? No. Is that better than Elijah Craig Barrel Proof? No. Not even close.
Yeah, 'cause
So
you're buying rarity. You're not buying the bourbon.
exactly.
Right.
And that's what I'm struggling with is like I'm drinking this. If
Like
I bought this to drink it, what would I pay?
Somebody posed an interesting question, like if any of the three Pappies, 15, 20, 23, were readily available, like they were on the shelf, like Wild Turkey is, like how often do you think you'd buy them?
I think, and I can only speak because Independent Joe sent me a sample of Pappy 15. That's the only Pappy I've tried.
Yeah.
And from what I've heard is most people would like pick the 15 or the 20 as the best.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm glad that I got to try one of the quote unquote better ones.
Yep.
But that would definitely be a bottle if it was readily on the shelf all times. I would replace it. I mean, if I finished it, I might go buy another bottle and then replace it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I would like to have it, but it would not be a go-to bottle.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, none of the Wellers. I've had these Wellers for years, and I just don't really care to go for them. It's not my flavor profile.
Mm-hmm.
Which is hilarious with how much you like Maker's Mark.
Well, I mean, he's a maker's man. He just can't go straight up and go to Weller. That's like
No!
That's like Luke
No.
going to the dark side, man.
But the flavor profile is pretty straight off the palate, right? It's right there.
Uh-oh, he's
No,
getting
it's
close.
not.
He just came out of his chair, dude.
Dude,
Come get you, Ethan.
He was just trying to read the comments. That's all.
I'm about to make record time to y'all's freaking house.
Yeah, just book it.
You're
You
just
won't
gonna
get it.
see me walk into their studio.
I love how Rain just sits there. She just has she's got a pen, just taking notes. She's being really coy and just kind of laid back. And I can't wait for all you guys to get all these wrong.
I'm trying not to let in give anything away.
Yeah.
Right?
This is actually a psychology
Pull out the
experiment.
bottle that you're drinking along with.
Yeah.
Did you not know I'm a psychologist? Yes. No. I am, but no, I'm not doing that right now.
That sounds like something a psychologist would say. I know what I'm being experimented
I'm gonna
on.
write my answers down for 4, and then I'm going to move on to sample D, glass 5.
So remind me the rules. Are you guys trying to guess the actual bottle, distillery? What are you trying to guess?
I'll be honest, I kind of winged it. All I really cared about was if they could guess the cost. But they are putting in distillery, and I think you guys were talking about proof and some other stuff that I wrote down. I have all the information, but I'm more curious about is it worth it?
I think what it is what it comes down to, and the biggest answers I think that we need to write down is what we would pay for it versus how much we think it's worth. I think it would be interesting, though, if you have a guess for what distillery and all of that, but I don't think that should be held against us. Mainly because I have no freaking clue what this is. Like, I do not know what... It's starting to blend in.
Trev, I think you're a lot better than you think you are.
I think my problem is that I start second guessing. Like, I will get to something else, and then I immediately start, like, I'm comparing this to Glass B in my, like, subconsciously looking at Glass B, and I'm comparing it. Yeah. And I think that screws me up. I think I need to just quit doing that.
Yeah, that's what happens. You start getting in your own head.
Yep.
Plus, not for nothing, it's a lot of pours. There's 6. And you're, you know what I mean? Like, that's a lot to try and...
Oh, yeah.
And every single one
filter
of
down.
every single one of them's an ECBP.
Yeah. I mean, we're drinking some older whiskey here.
Yeah. Nice.
Oh, yeah, for sure. At least B and...
A number of these, I'm getting very, very much old oak. Some of it used oak, some of it new oak, but old oak.
My problem is, like, a lot of these, now that I'm looking at it, the price I would pay is almost the same on all of them. But then my price of how much I think they're worth are all totally different. And I think that's just me being me. I'm like, tell me if you guys do it this way, especially when it comes to higher end or more expensive bourbon. I immediately compare it to something that is a little more readily available at a certain, a very consistent price, and say, how much do I like it more than that? Like, I take Elijah Craig Barrel Proof or Rare Breed, and I say, how much better is it than that?
I'm not nearly that intellectual about it. I just
What do
kind
you
of
do?
Meh. I pay this for
I'll
it.
pay $60.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that. Just throw some hundreds at them. There we go.
Here, take my money.
I mean, that's how you have to buy bourbon these days. Let's be real here.
Basically everything's going up now.
That's a good point, but I'm one of those dudes. I swear I'm going to be one of those dudes who sits on my porch and yells at kids for walking on my yard, and I'm going to be at the liquor store being like, back in my day, that was freaking $60. I'm going to be so mad and bitter that it's different.
You sound like Ethan. You sound like Ethan.
See, I want to be the old, like, Italian guy wearing, like, suspenders with really high pants and, like, a badass cane with a cannoli on the handle. And I'm just gonna walk in and I'm gonna, like, steal things, like, try to steal things from stores, and they're just gonna be like, oh, he's old, I'm sorry.
Then you're just going to whack him upside the head.
Yeah, I'm like, that's my cannoli.
Where's my water?
And then he gets hit with a sexual harassment suit, and it just goes downhill from there.
Yeah. I'll have a flask of some sort of bourbon in my man pack, or actually, I might fill my cane with it. Just pour little shots of it.
That would work.
Your man
Get
pack
off
is
my
that
lawn!
I mean, you could have a Merce.
I could have a man Merce when I'm 80. Why not?
Or a fanny pack.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, like Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan never goes anywhere without his fanny pack.
That's right. It's always a fanny pack.
He's
And
very manly.
and you always see Matthew McConaughey with one too, but he's way cooler than I am.
Everybody with a walker who doesn't have some sort of a pack on it is missing out.
Or a cannoli, just for that argument.
That's fine. I'm good with that.
Hey, are you guys on Glass 5 Sample D?
I'm on E647.
Well, I'm a whole sample behind you. I'm on glass 5, and this is the bomb.
Isn't it?
It is.
That's the one that I said was peanut butter s'mores. Also, from the way you manage chat, I'm shocked that you're behind.
Look, dude, I was pre-gaming for my own show. Yeah, I'm totally behind because now you were calling the other one s'mores.
This one.
That one, the one you're drinking currently.
When you said that, I was drinking glass 4.
I know you were, but that's because you're behind.
He just wanted.
I'm catching up. I'm having a good time, you know. We're hanging out with Rain, the cannolis here. Somehow, like literally don't know how he got in here.
I'm literally just like bored, and I just took it upon myself to enter.
He saw a link and he was like, "Let me go."
I genuinely want to know who the piss that even was who showed up as Rain. I don't know who that was. Who was that?
I didn't recognize him. It was pretty ballsy. I'll give him
It
that.
was funny.
Who? Comment in the chat right now, like if you're still here. That was awesome.
Oh, did I miss somebody that like came in before Rain?
Literally, and they put their name as Rain A, and then they're this is what they looked like. And I was like, oh, Rain is here. Rain made it.
Oh my god!
And then they stood up, and it was a dude.
We saw his face for what, about 2 seconds? It was enough.
I pulled him on the stream, and he immediately said, "Oh crap!" Oh wow! I like that.
Mm-hmm.
So 5 is the peanut butter s'mores one.
Supposedly, I guess. Glass 5 is what you called, Ethan, peanut butter s'mores.
Yes.
Man,
Glass
what could
5
that be?
is.
We've gotten less notes from Trevor as we've gotten deeper into this.
That's usually what happens.
Which means he is right on track.
He's right on track to win this all.
Okay, I will give you my notes on 4, which is the one before this that I was stuck on. I'm saying that was around 100 proof. It almost reminded me of like a watered down, and this is what I'm going with. It was like a watery down Beam or something. Look at Katie say, "Oh God."
Aw.
Which one?
4.
Wait, C?
C.
Yeah, go to 4.
Count for it.
You think it's watered down?
That's Beam.
Yeah,
I think
you
that's
said the
100
word
proof
watered
Beam.
down. Really?
What do you think that is?
I don't think it's 100 proof.
Really? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I'm not going to do that until the end. I still got 5 to go to. You know what it's reminded me of? And why I say that, and maybe, again, I'm getting in my head? It started reminding me of like a Knob Creek 15 or something. Like the 100 proof 15.
Oh, the blend.
Yeah, is what it started reminding me of.
It drinks pretty hot.
Yes, all of the samples are in the same order. It's very confusing. Rain had
We
a
moved
very
one
small hiccup.
sample. We moved one sample.
She had a very
I'm
small
with you,
hiccup.
Rain. You moved one, and it wasn't that hard.
And it's not even that hard. Just call it by the letter from the bottle, even if it's not in that order. But Trev's got to make it
They're
difficult.
beautifully labeled, so.
I was trying to make it easy for the people in the chat when we say we're on glass C, and they're like, "Wait a minute, this is your 4th glass."
But we said we moved F. We went up to. We put A, B, F, C, D, E.
Yeah, I know, but the chat, they're all drunk. They're confused.
You really think they're counting what glass
Just
you're
the
on, Trev?
chat.
You said they're drunk.
Just the chat.
Okay, Glass D, Ethan, is what I'm on.
Okay, so pour 5.
And it smells amazing.
Alternatively, E.
Wait, glass D, isn't that pour 4? No.
All right, so Jason proving what Trevor just said. So
You know what? I'm done. I was trying to be kind to the chat. And then now everyone in the chat's like, no, you're the only one who's confused.
Jason is quite literally the straw that broke the camel's back.
That's right. That's what I'm here for. I'm just the color guy right now. Just the guy adding a little spice.
You got it,
So
Dragon.
Ethan, you're on E.
Actual E? Yes.
Okay. I feel like I've smelled this smell before.
Almost as a coffee.
I don't like this one as much as I liked D, the one previous.
I agree with that. I don't have any notes for it yet, but I think it's expensive.
The chat is hilarious.
On E? Trev isn't as drunk as you think he is. See? You don't know me.
The Imagine That is not a trustworthy source at this point.
I'm not as think as you drunk I am.
Yeah, I think that was said better by Cool62.
There is so much beauty on the screen except Trev.
I hope DC takes a screenshot right now.
There you go, DC.
It's like the sad cat, the angry cat face.
Wah, wah.
What are you drinking on D? What are you? I was about to call Jason DC because I'm thinking of DC screenshotting this. Jason, what are you drinking in Rain? What was in that big old cup you were drinking?
water.
She's hydrated.
What the heck is that?
It's hydrating, yeah.
She's
I
not
haven't
even
heard of
sober
that.
here. She
I
needs to
haven't
be
heard of
sober.
that bourbon before.
I'm drinking a 10-year-old OESQ Brent Elliott selection.
Ooh.
You've made it through that bottle.
Yeah, I'm trying. My goal is to kill this weekend.
Wow.
You got to have goals.
Drinking goals.
E confuses me. It almost has a graininess to it.
It does. I said it was very corn forward.
That's what it is. That's what it is. It's corn.
That's
It's like
some
dusty
special.
corn.
Rain got the only special edition mellow corn bottle that was out there.
No, I actually.
It's aged mellow corn.
This reminds me very specifically of a specific brand.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if I'm right, but I think it's. I think I'm probably wrong on the brand, but right on the style. We'll see.
I don't know. I think at this point I'm just drunk and I'm going to lose from here on out. But I've
you were
had the
losing
most
before.
fun.
We kind of always knew you would lose, but I'm glad you
What
got the
what sucks seriously, what sucks about like
I'm just getting him ready. I got my samples in the mail the other day, so I got to start talking trash now.
what sucks is in the more you drink, this is a competition, but the more you drink, the harder the competition becomes. Because I'm like, I know my brain, my nose, I've smelled this before, but then my drunk mind starts going into what it could be, and it's just like all over the place. I have no freaking clue. I feel like I know what this is, but I'm too drunk to figure it out, is what I'm saying. That's the problem.
I cannot wait to hear what she sent you. This is riveting.
I can't wait either, because I can't wait to be so wrong and look dumb.
So all Buffalo Trace.
No, it's not.
Definitely
No, it's
not.
freaking not. I have become almost a Buffalo Trace hater.
Yeah,
And when I say hater, I'm not hating on what they're doing. My palate just, I do not care for hardly any of their stuff anymore. I'll have one pour and I'm like, I'm done. I don't want another pour of that, and I'll go pour something else.
Yeah, I mean,
I hate their marketing team because they're too good at what they do,
oh, they're so good at what they do.
and I hate them for it.
Well, I mean, I think they built their marketing off of just the. I think they're. I mean, I think we as bourbon drinkers or the bourbon community made it a lot easier for their marketing team because, like I've said, it doesn't matter what they put out. People are lining up for whatever. Now, whether that was Pappygate or all the stories around Buffalo Trace, whatever happened that made people nuts for it, I think it made the marketing team's job a lot easier because they could just put out tomorrow, hey, we're selling a special edition 2-year Buffalo Trace piss in a bottle, aged in a Colonel Taylor warehouse with a tornado in it. I know it'll be on the secondary for $8,000 in a minute.
See, and I agree with you that their job is easy on the new product side. I think where they really sold everything, literally they sold everything in their warehouse. Just like you said, 2 years, 1 year, 18 years, doesn't matter. Everything's sold.
Yeah.
And I think it's because they generated scarcity.
Yeah.
They got scarcity as a staple for anything that's under the Sazerac label, and it was done from there.
And pun intended, they rode that horse of Blanton's because that's
Yes,
where people were chasing for so long as new bourbon drinkers. That's kind of like the first bottle you want to get is Blanton's.
Yeah.
But
so then they went to the Taylors, and now you can't find those. And they went to Weller's, and you can't find those. And
Yep. And just
But
on and
tell
on.
me,
Like
though-
regular Buffalo Trace, hardly in some places.
Yeah.
Tell me this though. You can't blame them. Like, I feel like any distillery would do the same exact thing if they got put in this. It's kind of like, look at it this: if you're a YouTube channel and you put out a video and you did something different and it popped, that's all you would do from that point on.
Yeah, but see, I can't take that excuse anymore from Buffalo Trace just because you have distilleries like Old Forester and Four Roses that can, when they put out a new product or they bump up their product line, they generally make it available for everyone, at least in the beginning. People usually buy it up, but then it comes back. Like, for example, the Old Forester 1910. That got snatched up real quick, but now it's more available on shelves. But Buffalo Trace, they announce a new product. Nobody ever fucking sees it, ever. It's a ghost. So I think that's the bullshit that Buffalo Trace does that I can't stand. I know there's people. You got the folks out there that are just ready to flip it and they're waiting online for it and they buy it all up before anyone even sees it. That's a part of it, but it never even comes back. So whatever new product that they launch, you never see it. I mean, you never even see their regular releases anymore. Regular Buffalo Trace, Eagle Rare, Weller Special Reserve. I mean, they're Blanton's, Elmer. They're ghosts.
And I think they're too big for that to be an issue.
Yeah.
You're too powerful for this to be an issue.
I mean, but I think the demand is part of it. Everybody just buys everything that has a Buffalo Trace label on it, so it's hard to. Now, with this expansion that they did, you hope in the next 5 or 6 years we do see stuff on the shelf. Because then if we don't, then that's going to be a problem.
I really think. Okay, I've got guesses for everything. So whenever y'all are ready.
Oh, no.
I have guesses for everything except for 5, but then I went back to it, and it's literally 100% different than the first time I tasted it.
Yep.
Like I had to I just scratched things out because I almost thought I poured the wrong thing. How different it is now.
For anybody who's confused, 5 is Glass D.
5, Glass D, which is Glass D, yes. What's up, Ryan Parker?
I'll take what's the D for 200.
Such hardy flowers at Cat. There's, I don't know, such hardy flowers. I don't know if I've ever said your name, but you're talking to Cat, who I also haven't said, but welcome.
Did we just witness a secret tryst?
I think so. Such hardy flowers and Cat with a K.
Pretty soon they're going to be singing the Pina Colada song in here.
If you like pina colada. Hey. Mark Immenecker. I hope Russell's Reserve single barrel doesn't go scarce. Just killed one. Mark, quit talking right now.
They already are, Mark.
Russell Reserve 13 went crazy on secondary. Well, because of all of us idiots saying how good it was.
I think I'm done making videos, man. If something's good, I'm just gonna be like, yeah, this is a pretty decent bottle. This is okay. I don't know. I don't think it's anyone. I don't think the market's influenced by people saying you have to go buy this. I think people naturally go to, well, if I can't get Weller, what do I go to? And then they're going to naturally find what's actually good at that point.
Trev, you're in a really good situation because you're not crazy about Weller, and Maker's Mark's probably one of the most available labels on the shelf. So you're good, man.
The day that Maker's Mark is allocated, like just any of the Make 46, all that stuff, I'm done. I'm just gonna go and live on an island and die.
So I'm going to interject at Matt Junick's suggestion. Yeah, no, you got it. Go ahead, Trev.
There is a giveaway tonight from both the Turks and I. The Turks are giving away a sample pack of like every bottle you see on the table, which is a Maker's Mark friggin' sample pack. Bunch of wood finishing series, private selects, only the best stuff on the planet. And then you were also winning the Boujee sample pack from me, meaning you get to pick from my top shelf. Yeah, I don't know how many. You could get a couple samples. I don't even care.
Trying to see what's up there.
I will gladly let you pull from the top shelf. You get to try whatever you want. And you get the Frosted Kinsey, Wrench Kinsey to drink it out of. Drink them out of, whatever.
Ooh,
so it's a big old sample pack from two of us. There you go. Old mankind Joe. Where's your mankini? Oh, that's old mankini Joe. I thought he said old mankind.
Old mankini Joe.
Literally thought he was about to pull out his sock puppet.
He was one of my favorite wrestlers.
I know. The dude was. Tell me it was like you throw a bunch of tacks on the ring.
Yeah,
throw mankind through it. I love it.
I mean, he let the Undertaker throw him off the top of a cage onto the table.
Seriously, like he was. I don't know. I don't think he can walk now. I don't see how he can. It's just awful.
Yeah.
I will say this, especially about that Hell in the Cell that you're talking about, Jason.
Yep.
I don't care. I mean, obvious. It's clear as day. Wrestling's fake. But stuff like that, he really flew off a freaking tower, and I don't care how fake it is. That doesn't feel good.
Yeah,
and that takes a toll.
A lot of guys that say it's fake, they've never. I actually did a not a WWE, or was it E at the time? I went like to a local like a showcase in New York, and you're allowed, and they like were pulling people in the ring. You could see what it feels like, dude. When you get picked up and slammed on that thing, I don't care if you say it's fake or not. That shit hurts, and these guys just do it like it's no big deal.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah,
Well,
the stories and the drama are fake.
Yeah,
but those
and they
guys,
know.
Yeah.
I mean, they know going into it, like,
Yeah.
you're going to do this, I'm going to flip you, I'm going to throw you through the freaking table, I'm going to catch you on fire, and then I'm going to win.
Mm-hmm.
But guess what? You still have to flip through the table. I have to still catch you on fire. It's going to suck.
Yeah.
So it's scripted, but
Yeah, it's like,
Right, it's predetermined, but they still do those stunts.
well,
you know,
then you have sometimes if you like read some of the stories, like you have like champions that I think they call it like if he's going to put me over. Basically, guys that have the belt, and when they wrestle, they're wrestling a guy for the championship, like someone that's supposed to win, and the guy wearing the belt doesn't necessarily let the other guy win because he doesn't want to give the belt up yet. So stuff like that does happen. So.
Derek Patton just mega chatted, and then J-Max with a super chat. Let's get some samples. Maker's Mark would be friggin' awesome.
Very
Enter
clever.
something clever here in order to win. And then Zimbood with a mega chat. Add an entry for Kilco, please. Matt.
That's very nice.
Kilco.
Go. Nice.
Awesome.
Well, I mean, yeah. So sorry, wrestling. Eric Thompson. Yes, wrestling is choreographed. So are stunts in movies, and you still have stunt doubles for actors, and you still have them get injured and killed sometimes. Like, just because you know how something's going to happen doesn't make it safe or enjoyable.
And you got to think they teach you. I was big in the WWF era where like the Hardy Boys were doing front flips off of freaking ladders.
I love those guys, man. I miss them.
Matt and Jeff Hardy, dude. I love that. And the Dudley brothers. I don't care if the table was designed to break. You get on that table and let a dude land on you. It's not. I'm sure.
It's not gonna
obviously, if you're drunk in your backyard and you let your brother Steve jump on you, you're gonna break your spine. But in the WWE, it doesn't mean it's not gonna hurt. It's gonna suck.
Yeah.
It's just part of it.
Yeah, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Yeah, his quarrel when he was going they dragged that on for weeks against Macho Man Randy Savage. That was epic.
Crap. I'm struggling with Glass D. I keep going back to it because it keeps changing.
Always going back to the D.
Struggling with D? What are you struggling with?
The D is really
having trouble getting the wrench out of the toolbox.
I was about to say something and I caught myself. It was too much. It was way too much.
I really wish you said it.
I almost said it, but I was like, that's going to make me sound so bad. I cannot do it. I'm not that drunk yet.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
Hey, Trev, got some good news yesterday. I think they're going to bottle our Maker's Pick next week.
Really?
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
Look,
look, he just went from drunk to real happy.
Yeah, he did.
You know what, Jason?
Yeah.
I don't care how many times I have to. I think we need to go back. You and I.
Okay.
You and I. And we need to bottle that other blend.
Oh, yeah, the other one.
The other one. And that's the name. It's the other one.
The other one. The one we left behind.
Because I love the pick we did, but that other one, the other one
was really good, too.
Was so different.
Yeah, it was good.
And I remember exactly, I know the recipe.
Yeah, but I mean, it's true, though. But that pick, though, that blend, if we did that was, I mean, as delicious as it is, it's a less complex blend.
Yeah. I mean, we none of us picked it. in a blind.
Yeah, nobody did. I love
But
the
hands
flavor
down,
of it.
like
Yeah.
at first glance, I was like, dude, this is it. This is
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, I was like, oh, is it? And I was like second guessing myself too. I'm like, is that the original one that we did, or? But no, the other one was all like sweet and really candy, but like really no finish. And then the one we picked, I don't know what happened. It just had like a lot more viscosity to it. It was delicious.
There was more going on. I think not blind. I liked the flavors more. Like, but that's the thing. There was less flavors there than there was in the other one. So it's like I might have liked these 1 or 2 notes more, but then this one had 8 notes.
Yeah, dude, we made the right choice. We picked, but yeah, I'm with you on getting that other one.
Didn't you have one at our house that night, Trev, that you said reminded you of the other one?
I think
Remember
so.
I pulled out my like favorite one that I have in that little half bottle.
Yes, yes.
And you were like,
she pulled out this little half, like a tiny little maker's bottle.
Yeah.
And it was like, you want to try this? And I'm like, what do you freaking mean? Yeah. It was like, it reminded me of that original pick, Jason. And do you remember what we said about that? I would say the second place. To me, it reminded me of, which is crazy for being Maker's Mark, but like a dusty granddad or something, like a dusty bourbon.
Yeah, it had the profile that I wanted to try to blend, like going in, like trying to make like an old school dusty profile type of bourbon, and that hit it. But you know, we score a lot on like finish and viscosity, and it just didn't have it, unfortunately.
Yeah, it fell short side by side for sure.
Yeah. But man, like I would have needed like 8 bottles of those because I'd just tear through them. They were so sweet and easy to drink.
So we had a mega chat from
Mega chat.
I think.
Chat.
Did I get
your
them all
mega chat
popped up
from?
yet? Tracy Magyar. I always get your name wrong.
You mean Maynard, right?
No, Magyar. Magyar. And then Jake Miller. In college, one of my roommates was Big Show for Halloween and wanted to be choke slammed through a table. Ended up concussed in the ER. Okay, so Jake Miller, we don't want to know about your friend's fetishes, but he wanted to be choke slammed.
He was in a Speedo, but it was the costume, okay? Come on. It was just a costume.
But then he ended up in the ER, so that's good. And then, let's see. We had an Amy Bohm mega chat that I missed. And Amy Bohm said, well, I don't know what she said, but let me just reenact. Team Biggin. Amy Bohm is entered. And then we had another one. And then we'll get into our answers. We'll see how wrong we friggin' are.
Yep.
Yeah, we're probably all wrong.
I can't wait. I can't wait to find these. You're gonna let Rain reveal them?
Yeah, I'm trying to
They don't
find
have
out
the
how to pull
answers.
up.
Yeah,
It
we
was
don't have
David
the
Roses.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
David Roses, Matt.
Even
He
better.
entered in the mega chat too, if you missed it. And he said something along the lines of, "Sug it, Ethan. Sug it, Ethan, and sug it, Ethan."
Yeah, you couldn't even say it.
Yeah,
I was gonna say "Sug it, Katie," but that
Yeah,
just,
you were, but you couldn't say it.
that don't feel right. It just don't feel right. Bubble Bath, mega chat. PJ Salt to Maker's Mark becoming allocated. Never say those words again.
All right. So are you guys ranking them from best to like most favorite to least favorite?
Don't ask me to do that, dude.
That wasn't requested up front.
All right, so
There's
just
no way they could go back and do
Yeah,
that.
just leave the glasses where they are, Trev. Just leave them.
It's just
I
like,
do have
Please
a
do not
favorite.
ask me to do
Yeah.
that. Taste
We
and
don't need-
sensibility, dying to find out. So here we go. Let's find out. Hold on. I know what that is. All right, we're good. I'm so nervous.
I know. I'm like, they're all gonna be wrong.
Why be nervous? It's gonna be a shit show. Let's do it.
Yeah, I'm usually wrong anyway, so what's up, Tim? All right, glass A. I guess I'll just... I don't know, I think you should go first, Ethan.
I was gonna say it's your show, but okay, fine.
You're the guest on the show, so go ahead.
All right.
Go ahead and let me know what you think this was.
Okay, so one, Trev's a coward, but so this one to me was just sweet vanilla up front. The proof, I put middle, but I think it's 90 to 100. And my guess on the distillery is Barton.
Oh shoot. Okay.
Wait, this was A.
A, yeah.
Okay.
Because again, it was a vanilla bomb. It makes me think of the very old Barton 90 proof.
All right. It's got that spice.
It's got the spice, but for me, the vanilla is what stands out in very old Barton 90 proof. That's why I love that bottle so much. So I put the actual at 70 and my value at 40 because of very old Barton 90 proof.
Okay. Dude, we're totally different.
Yep.
Trev's like, that's William LaRue Weller.
This is I don't know. Screw it. Katie, go on.
All right. I did say it had vanilla and caramel. It was very sweet, so it made me think it was weeded. I said Buffalo Trace, 90 to 95. I said it was 110, and I would pay 70 for it.
Okay. I said, no changing now. I said this was Old Forester.
Oh.
93 proof. Why? Because I just thought it was between 90 and 95, and I didn't want to give a range. I said I would pay $60 for this, but this is probably $150.
Wait, that's interesting because Barton and Old Forester both have banana-ish notes at times.
I did not get a banana note.
And Katie got no banana whatsoever.
I think Ethan and I picked up on a certain note and called it two different things, but I think we were smelling... I don't think this is Buffalo Trace at all, but it has that... It almost has like a banana cherry thing, which I could see someone calling Buffalo Trace, but it's not Buffalo. It can't be. But it has that sort of cherry sweetness. But I don't know. Honestly, it's not familiar to me. I couldn't be... I don't know what that is, to be honest. I can talk a game.
Yeah, so imagine that. See, I'm curious. So, Rain, knowing what that whiskey is in A, what are your notes on it before you reveal it?
I wasn't writing anything.
Oh, she didn't write anything down. All right.
I didn't do any of that. I was just drinking while they were drinking.
Hate to put you on the
Put me on
spot.
Gosh. I do like it, but well, do you guys want me to reveal it now or all at the end? I think I should do it now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Reveal
Bottle
A.
by bottle.
I
Okay.
can't wait. Okay.
This is Jason's favorite.
Oh, no.
Oh, Blue Run,
What?
Happy switch.
right?
This is the Blue Run Golden Rye from
Oh,
last
God.
holiday
Wow.
release.
Yeah, it's
Golden rye?
yeah, it's basically
Why am I
rye
having so
water.
much trouble here. There we go.
We have it over there.
Rye? This is a
Golden?
rye?
Yes.
Yeah, it doesn't taste like one, does it, Trev?
It's
It does
95
not.
proof. 95 proof.
95.
Okay, so I was
Yeah.
right.
It does
Okay,
not.
going.
Disclosed.
Going back, Ethan, tell me this. Tell me if this is not what. Going back knowing this is a rye, I can pick out that's got to be rye, but I think I was calling that note banana.
That mint?
There's a. Yeah, I was calling that banana. It reminded me, let me tell you this, it reminds me of Old Forester 1897, is what it reminded me of.
Huh. Okay.
That's an insult to 1897.
It is. I just thought it was a high rye bourbon.
I'm just telling you right now, that's what it reminded me of. It reminded me of a more aggressive banana note, not rye, not a rye at all.
That thing did not even drink like a rye or anything to me. It was so uninteresting. The golden rye. It was such an easy sipper on the palate. I'm like, how the hell is this a rye? And I got it blind. Like I had no
it does
idea.
Not
I'm
taste like one.
That's
like,
not rye at all.
It
No,
tastes
Jay, I didn't say that one. That's not the apple one, dude.
It tastes like rye water.
Price though.
Trev, Rant
one
says
is-
he sent out your Irish sampler. Since you don't actually read anything, I'm just telling you.
I do. I told you it like refreshes. So like half of you guys, I don't even see you in here.
Just trolling you, bud.
This one is the people I know who don't like high proof whiskeys or ryes love this. But
can believe
I
it.
don't think it's worth what they charge for it.
No.
If you taste it by itself, there's way better ryes.
How
Oh my
much was?
God.
How much is that
110?
bottle?
This one's $100, $99, I think, $100.
Rain is my spirit animal right now.
So I have, I don't even know if you guys have tried it, but the Crown Royal Noble collection, they come out with a rye every like winter.
Yep.
It's like $65, and it's so good. And so I would
Wait,
go
the,
with that holiday one rather
wait.
than this one.
Wait, Rain, are you talking about the winter? What was it? The winter.
So they had winter wheat.
Yeah,
this-
winter wheat. They had the 16-year.
Yeah.
That 16 year is delicious.
I have both of them. They're so good, and
Yeah.
they're like $65, I think. So, and much richer and more flavor. But
Yeah.
everyone I know who I give this to, they love it.
What's up, Ricky Bobby?
Well, if you're giving it to beginners, then yeah, I see why.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I mean, for $100, $120, I don't want a beginner whiskey. I could get a beginner whiskey for $20.
I mean,
Right.
you can get Basil Hayden's.
Yeah, I get Basil Hayden for I mean,
Well, when you buy it, you're buying it for this right there.
yeah. You know what? I really used to like butterflies, and now Blue Run has ruined it for me.
And now I hate them.
I will always love butterflies.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to glass B or 2. I said this was nutty. I started thinking this had to be something 15 years old or something that had an oakiness to it.
Yeah.
I said that this bottle has to be like $150. I would pay 80 for this bottle.
Wow. Okay.
Okay. Do you have a guess on what bottle?
Didn't write a guess on that one. Because I don't know. I started thinking it really got in my head that Rain started sending us a bunch of these sourced freaking bottles. And I was like, I don't know. I really don't know what these are.
Ethan psyched you out.
I did.
I know he
You're
did.
welcome.
But he was right. That first one was a freaking butterfly bottle. I don't have any of those. I've never even. That was the first one I've tried. So now I'm questioning everything.
As you should.
You should question everything.
I think that's the point. That's the.
Hold on. I
Yeah.
didn't guess a proof. I did not guess a proof on this one, though. This is the only one I didn't guess.
Okay.
100 proof.
Wait, you're doing this as B?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What do you
What
got,
is
Ethan?
80?
Me?
You next.
What do you got,
Right.
Katie?
What do I have? I said that it was a very oaky and had a little bit of cherry. I said Heaven Hill. I'm thinking maybe like an EC18. So cost would be 180 to 190, and then I'd pay 100 for it. Proof
I could
somewhere
see
95
that.
to 100.
I could totally see that being Elijah Craig 18. It's pretty oaky. It's definitely oaky.
It was very oaky.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't tried an EC18, but like
Got
everything, we have one.
one. We need to crack it.
We've heard everything is that it's very oaky.
It doesn't taste like my Elijah Craig 18, and that's why I didn't go for that. Mine is so oaky, it feels like I'm licking an actual log. It's terrible.
That could be the Knob Creek 15.
But it's in that realm though. Like, that is very oaky. So it very well could just be a better batch of Elijah Craig 18.
Gotcha. So before I go, the Imagine That said he's going to add a third sample to the pack. It's 3 single barrel Mayor Pingree. Yeah,
Shoot,
that one.
I want that. No.
You know, I don't want to hype up a sample pack, but Mayor Pingrees are freaking delicious.
We've got a 6-year single barrel from Sealbox over there, and that's some of the best 6-year-old whiskey I've had.
They are fan-freaking-tastic.
They are.
What's up, Scotch Down Under? And then Doug entered. He saw the Pingree and said, I want in Blue Run, Blue Nun, etc., and Oak. Blue Nun. I feel like that's an interesting tasting note. Blue Nun.
I think it's like a derivative thing, like Blue
Nope.
Run, Shmoo Run.
Nope, that's a tasting note.
Okay, whatever you say.
Blue
You can
Nut.
taste the cloister, huh?
You don't taste none.
You're ridiculous.
What?
I'll tell you
That's where
what,
nuns
the
live.
Blue Run 14 year that they released, the original one that I reviewed, I did like it. I did think it was a great bourbon. I just didn't like it for $250 or whatever the hell I paid for it. It was nuts.
Yeah.
That's kind of what we've heard. We haven't tried the 14. Know somebody that wants us to try it, and
Yeah.
he said the same thing. He's like, had I not gotten a huge discount on it, because he works at a store.
Yeah, it had.
Yeah.
It reminded me of Four Roses a lot, which makes sense for from coming from Jim Rutledge. So
Yeah.
it had like this nice like floral, but balance and easy sipping finish. It kind of like as you sip it, it just kind of gets a little bit more mellow, and so yeah.
Their marketing team for like the 12 Days of Christmas bottles. That was
Well, I mean, I would imagine they got every high price marketing executive running their show. So
Oh yeah, for sure.
yeah,
But man, they made everybody have FOMO over those bottles.
yeah. I did not have FOMO. I pointed and laughed.
Yeah.
All the taters. Let me rephrase.
Yeah. Everyone's like, anyone got the white butterfly? It's the only one I'm missing. Okay.
I gotta have it.
I gotta have the white butterfly. It's so rare.
It's like fucking Park Place over here.
All right.
Wait, have
Reveal
we
your
found out what
answers.
Glass B was?
I know,
I
we
was
gotta go to Glass
wait.
B.
Did Ethan
We're
say?
waiting.
I haven't gone yet. I started off telling about the Imagine That, and then we descended from there into Blue Nun.
Way to go,
Oh.
Ethan.
You're welcome. I'm here for you, bud. So for this one, it was sweet oak and char up front for me. That's pretty much all it was. I didn't get much else to it, but I did enjoy it all the same. I also guessed that it was EC118.
Okay. Y'all collaborated.
And
Cheaters.
so absolutely, we did.
We totally did.
We were actually texting each other, just so y'all wouldn't know. We haven't been doing it through chats and commenting against each other. But yeah, so I said it was 150 and valued at 150. I thought it was even.
Okay.
Okay. So this one is. Wait. There we go.
Oh shit!
Oh.
Blue Run single barrel Rare cask, aged 15 years.
It's so good.
This is
One of
a
these.
yes.
Oh, it's a bourbon enthusiast pick. Very nice.
Yes. So it is what's the proof? 108.18 proof.
and it was.
I was the closest to the proof, nerds.
Trevor just wants to win a point. He's like, I just need to win one point.
He needs all the help he can get. We'll give him that one.
Tell me that. Like, who are they sourcing that from, though? Like, does it say on the back? It just says
NGP.
Kentucky.
Supposedly this is Beam,
Really?
but I don't know if that's true or not. But that's the
It's
rumor.
got a beaminess to it.
It explains
but then
it.
again,
Most of the ultra age stuff, if you're looking at 15, 14, it's going to be either Barton or Beam. I mean, Heaven Hill does have some old stuff that does come out here and there, but that's very, very few and far between. Beam and Barton, you're going to look at the older age stuff coming out. That's
the one I was saying, though. I was saying that one had like a beam like that. It reminded me of like a Knob Creek.
You
one.
guys were really
Yeah.
close when you were talking about it. That's why I was like, let me get on because this is funny. I want to be a part of the conversation.
Yeah, I do get a little bit of that nuttiness, and that's where I was thinking Heaven Hill. But yeah, I know most of Bull Run, or at least their light whiskey is what they're really known for, right?
Yeah.
Is NGP
Yeah.
light whiskey. But I guess it would make sense if their older bourbon was coming from different places.
Yeah, those
Yeah,
rare.
because there's no older stuff coming out of MGP anymore, so it's likely Barton or Beam.
Yeah, I mean they bought up a ton.
Well, yeah, I mean, Bull Run's been around for a while, though, and they still got the old barrels of light whiskey. So
yeah, they do.
My guess is that they got in early and bought a ton of barrels.
Probably.
So they may have some old barrels sitting in there.
Oh no, I'm talking about bourbon wise, not light whiskey wise.
Yeah, no, I'm saying they may have some old barrels, like old dusty barrels in the corners of their warehouse, right?
Oh yeah,
They bought
yeah,
5
who
years
knows?
ago and they're hanging on to.
Because I was
Yep.
gonna say ours tastes oaky. Ours is from the distillery. It was a distillery release. Exceptional.
But I'll give you guys credit. You guys were on the right track. I mean, you were saying nutty, you were saying oaky. That sounds like older Beam, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well-
and even when you were talking about it, you all brought up Beam, but then kind of were like, oh, I don't know, maybe it's not that, and kind of got sidetracked.
Well, we started thinking of it being sourced, so we started going to the Barton and stuff. But I will say, I think
Which was
Class
right.
C is about to be an
sourced.
equalizer. Let's
Just wanna
figure
say-
out what this is, because
what
this
was
is
Wait,
different.
no, I want to give you the
Price.
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 So, hold on to your hearts. This one is $160.
Ooh.
What'd
I
you
said
say?
I'd
I
pay
said
80,
180.
and then
I said
I'd pay
150.
I was
or
closest
it
on the
cost
first
150.
That's I mean, I understand it's sourced bourbon, so you're not looking at, because most of the Bull Run, like the light whiskeys, the 13. I mean, we just released our 13, 14-year-old pick, and that was like $40.
Yep.
Well, but it's the bourbon, right? The light whiskeys they sell at great prices.
Yeah.
Yep.
But any older bourbon, it's always, I mean, it's $10 a year, right? Unfortunately, that's the price that the old Fitz has started and everybody's jumped on.
Yep. Totally.
I think this is a wonderful bourbon or whiskey. No, it's a bourbon. It's a straight bourbon, but $160. You know what? Now that I've
Yeah,
had it,
I
I'm
agree.
like, oh,
It's
I
like a
can't do it
one and
again.
done thing.
Yeah. When I give like a couple drops and here, there you go, taste that, and it's gonna
Yeah.
last forever.
Well, thank you for sharing that one.
Yeah, thank you.
I mean, all of these, but
Thank you for sharing all of these, Rain.
Absolutely.
Let's talk about how the Turks are like the nicest people ever, and we'll send you whatever you want. They're so
No!
nice.
Let's talk about how I'm going to beat them. What is Glass C?
No. They are so generous. Like, I'm very happy to have sent this to you. Oh, go ahead, see.
Glass C. Ethan, you go first. I went first last time.
So this one, I said it's a 90 to 100 proof rye. So I guess I'll say a 95 proof rye and give myself a little bit of wiggle room so I can give it actual proof. I think it's Whistle Pig. It could easily be another source Canadian rye, but Whistle Pig is the first one that was coming to mind. around that 95 proof range. I said the actual cost is probably 100, and I'd pay 80.
Ethan, let me ask a quick question. I want to make sure we're talking about C and not F because I know we had switched it around, right?
I was doing
Yes,
it in third order.
glass
I was talking about
F.
F. You're right.
F.
So it's F. Okay, I just
talking
want to
about
make
F,
sure I
the
give the
third
right
sample.
answers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Okay,
F.
yes.
good call.
Me?
Yeah, Katie, you're up.
Okay. I also said it was a rye. I said it was Whistle Pig. I said it was probably a Boss Hog because it did taste like it was maybe a little bit finished. So somewhere in the 97 to 105 range, and 450 value, 150 is what I'd pay for it.
You think this is the Boss Hog? Man.
I do. After trying Charlie's.
Wow. Okay.
Wow, Boss Hog. Shit.
You ready for my totally different answer?
Yeah, let's hear it.
This is
Buffalo
rye.
Trace?
This is a Scotch. No, this is rye. And you know, someone probably totally put this in my head, but I said I'm going to go with it because you guys kept saying Boss Hog, and I thought you were trying to screw with me. Alberta Premium.
I mean, that's who sells most of their whiskey to Whistle Pig, so it wouldn't be
Yeah.
crazy.
Well, guess
Yeah, that's
what?
not. I mean, you're
I'm
not totally
correct.
off. You would just be going at a higher proof, but so I'm
I mean, they
curious. So-
sell the lower proof Alberta Premium too, though.
Wait, Ethan, you said it was a regular Boss Hog, is what you're saying?
I
No
said a
finish?
regular Whistle Pig.
I'm sorry, a regular Whistle Pig.
Like a
Katie said
12.
Boss Hog, which has crazy finishes on it, and Trev is going also Canadian, but just a high-ass proof Alberta Premium cast strength. This will be funny if it's like Japanese whiskey.
Yeah.
I'd
I'm
pay-
not getting a finish on this personally.
I'd pay $60.
Okay.
Wow.
Also, okay.
Trev, you have to bring on Willow. Matt says we hit 100 likes.
Did we really?
Yeah, 102.
Willow!
We already brought Lady on.
That's right. She brought herself on.
Are you ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
Oh,
I'm
here we
sitting
go.
All right.
Here we go, Rain. What do we got? Found North.
Down north. Okay.
Yes.
I scratched
So we had the
that
Canadian
out.
rye.
You guys should have had that. That's where I
I
tried
thought-
that at y'all's house.
I thought for sure the Turks were going to get this one. I thought
I
you guys were
scratched
both
it
going to
out.
get this
I had
one.
actually guessed Found North for a bottle later in the flight.
Found North. Scratched it out.
This drinks a lot. This must be batch 1 then.
It is batch 1.
Yeah.
Okay. It drinks a lot lighter.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking you might throw us a.
So if it had been batch 2, I would have had to do it way at
Oh,
the
yeah.
end because this one's
Yeah.
only 114 proof,
It
and I
just-
think batch 2 is like
120.
120 something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but two has all that corn whiskey in it. It drinks like a bourbon, right? Whereas this drinks like a rye.
Yep.
Well,
Wait, so
you
that
guys
was-
should have gotten that since I tried that at your house. So
But
-1 for the
Trevor
Turks.
was right about Canadian. He was in the right
Yeah.
country.
Wait, so Rain, that was batch 1 you said?
Yep, batch 1.
Batch 1 rye?
It's the 16-year rye,
Yeah.
66% rye, and it's
Yeah.
114 proof.
That's 66, 30, and I think, what is it? 66, 30, and 4, something like that.
66 rye, 30 corn, 4 barley. Hungarian oak. No.
How much
that's what it
is
was
that?
bred. 125.
125.
Yep.
And it's sold out. It's so good. It's my favorite one. I have
It
all
is
4,
good.
and it's my favorite.
How is 3?
I like
Compared
all
to
of
one.
them. I like all of them. I think they're all so good. Anything they put out, I think I'll probably end up buying. But there's something about this one. There's this note in it that tastes like papaya to me.
Okay.
I don't think probably no one else gets papaya, but there's this papaya note in it that just I just love it.
Yeah, and the next batch, the rye, the batch 4 is, I mean, it's only $10 more, but it's a little bit more expensive.
We've got the 4. It's delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a similar mash bill, but I think it's a little bit less rye, like by 3 or 4 percentage points, maybe even less. I think something like that.
Yeah,
So
I think
is
it's a little bit. It's a year older too.
Yeah.
The minimum year is old.
Yeah, it's a 17 year instead of a 16.
Yeah.
And isn't 2 and 4 similar, and 1 and
2
3?
and 4 batches. 2 and 4 are similar, and 1 and 3 are similar.
Yeah, batch 2 was 16 years. Batch 4
Hey.
was 18 years. Yep.
No, I think. Wait, 1 and 3 are similar, right? Because batch
Yeah,
3 is
yeah.
the high rye.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
1 and 3
Yeah,
and
yeah.
2 and 4.
Yep.
So, sorry. Back to cost. It's 120.
20. I think 125.
Okay. So I said 100.
That's what
I
you.
said-
that's what you.
I thought it would cost
That's what
like
I think it's worth.
160.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Wow. 60.
And Katie said it was a hog, so she's way over the top.
Yeah, I'm busted.
500.
I'll take that one too.
You don't get that
Because
one.
I took B as well. Yeah. I said 150 on B, and that's what it was. 160. 150, 160.
Yeah, and I got 1 then, because I was $10 off.
On B?
All right,
On number
before we get into the
Oh,
last
Katie
three,
says I vote
Darrell came in late as piss. Darrell,
Darrell.
you're too much of a legend to do push-ups, but you got to drink something. But he wants to know what the giveaway is. Samples from the Turks, all of which you're looking at on their table. Samples from me plus a frosted Kinsey plus something I already forgot. I'm drunk.
Top shelf whiskey.
all kinds of goodies.
Your sample
Just enter
pack
it.
from the
Just
top
enter
shelf.
it. You will not be sad if you
No, I
win.
said that. I thought something else was added.
Oh, Matt, the 3 samples of Pingree.
Pingree.
The
single barrel.
Pingree, that's right. I didn't want to say something like 3 samples of Jephthah or something. I didn't know. I forgot.
3 samples of Malort.
You know
Totally
what?
fine.
We're going to add a 4th one. A 4th winner's going to get Malort.
Ugh.
I thought
Sorry.
you said winner.
Yeah, there's 1 winner. Remember, since it's Boujee, everybody.
Well, there's going to be
One big
2
winner.
winners now.
Also, anyone who gets Malort is not a winner.
Right. Nobody wants that.
You're not a winner if you're drinking Malort. That's for sure.
Oh,
You
wow.
guys
Unless-
have until
Unless
we
you're Mama
finish.
Wrench, because Mama Wrench does like Malort, and we never speak ill of Mama
Can you
Wrench.
get that High West bottle?
She's broken. I love her to death. She's broken.
Oh,
It
shit.
should be behind
No
you.
one likes
Okay.
Malort. Okay, let's go on to glass C, which is sample 4.
Yes.
And you guys have until the end of this shenanigans to get your in, and then we're gonna run the giveaway, and then end the stream. So
All right, I went first last time, so nose goes.
I struggled with this one. I'll go. I'll go first. I struggled with this
Oh,
one.
You lost.
I went back and forth what I was thinking it was. Oh my gosh.
Is it
Willow?
Hold on, we have a very
Is it
special
Willow?
guest coming.
Or big.
Well, she had to at 100 likes.
Come here.
It was
Oh
in the
my
contract.
Goodness.
Hi, Willow.
Oh my goodness.
Willow.
Oh, where's Will? Oh, come on.
There
Look
you go.
her-
All right, Willie.
Valentine's scarf.
Look at that beautiful facha.
Okay.
No.
Here, come over here. Come take her.
Just let her down.
No, you could come get her.
Hey, Sarah.
Hey.
So let me find my answers. I said that this was like 120-ish proof. I said that I would pay $60 for this.
What was the value? What did you think it cost?
Look at Rain. I'm looking at Rain's face because of what I'm about to say. She's like, "Oh my God, you'd really pay $60 for that?"
All right, so $60. Any guesses on what type or distillery?
I think that's probably one of those sourced bottles.
One of
That's-
those source bottles. That's one of a billion bottles.
I can't tell you which one I guessed it would
Like
be.
what's not
I was.
sourced?
It's what?
What's not sourced? I know. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Trevor. I'm
It
paying
was
attention.
not sourced.
No, I didn't say no. I'm joking. No, I'm sorry.
No,
feeling
I'm just
sensitive right
saying,
now.
I
Nice.
would have, like, that was one of those bottles that I thought was like $150
Oh, so good.
that I would pay 60 for.
Okay, yeah, I could see
Okay.
that.
Okay.
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying that's what I was thinking it was.
Yes. I got you.
I love this because we get to like, at least on your end, you get to look at it and be like, well, this is what I'd really spend on it without the label and without the hype.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
It's kind of nice.
Yeah.
It is. Me? So I thought it might be a Doc Swinson, so sourced. I thought it was like 110. I'd pay 75 for it. It had some cherry notes to it, kind of caramel, like burnt caramel on it.
Okay.
Interesting, Doc. So that's very specific.
Yeah.
I've had a couple Doc Swinsons, and it reminds me of that.
Okay.
So living in Washington, we got a fair amount of them, right? So we saw them a lot more than most people do. I haven't seen them since then, but then we did.
We've seen them, but for a price, a pretty penny.
Yeah, some of them.
I think the special release here recently was like, what, $200 or something?
Yeah.
So we're
I really keep going back to it, and it's like every time I go back to it, I want to change my answer, but I don't know what I want to change it to. Like I feel like I don't know what that is.
And it's Glass C, right?
Yes.
Rain's like it's glassy, right?
I'll go back to it, and I like it. I like it a whole lot, and I'll go and drink something else, and I'll go back to it, and I'm like, that's nothing. It's polarized. This is polarizing glass.
I
to
can't
me.
wait to go back into your video history.
Yeah.
It's probably going to be something that I'm like, you have to go freaking buy this.
That's great. So for me, I said this one was
Blind.
115 proof. So like classic bourbon notes, right, with a fair amount of oak on it. I said it was high rye. I did not have a guess. Not even a remote guess on what it is. I said that it probably costs 70, and I would actually pay 80 for it.
Probably cost 70 and you'd pay 80. Interesting.
That's not a large margin.
So you guys were all around the same price range, right? 60 to 80?
Yeah.
110 for me.
110. Okay, for Katie. Okay.
Yeah, Katie had the most bougie price of all.
Yeah,
That's pretty normal.
That's
Come on, Willie. What do you think it is?
Oh,
Bardstown.
Huh.
which
Oh,
Discovery
two.
2?
Ooh,
We have
okay.
never had that one.
I
Yeah,
literally
that's
just put a video out today.
Come on, Trev. What's wrong with you?
Today.
Great.
And that was my plot twist. If you haven't watched my video, everyone go watch it. 2, that was my second freaking place.
We don't have it.
2, I'll say this. 2 is the one bottle in the entire Discovery lineup, because I think it was such an early on bottle before it caught steam.
Yep.
The 2 is so good, but nobody really talks about 2. Everybody talks about Discovery
4.
Discovery 4 and Discovery
6,
what is
I
it,
think.
6.
Yep.
But
You literally just named my top 3.
yeah, and that's for good reason. I mean, that's really what. But those other 2 is what mostly everyone talks about. Everyone forgets because I don't think a lot of people got kind of caught on to the Discovery series until after 2. Once they found out that MGP was in 4, and then I think everyone started catching on. But 2 was such a good blend. I might do that on the next live stream or 2. Bourbon Ranch Trev. I might do the whole Discovery series lineup on a live stream and see what happens.
That's what my video was.
I know, dude.
1 through 6.
Yeah, I saw.
And
I got.
I will tell you this.
Yeah.
2, in my video, like when I was blinding them, I drank that and I was like, that smells like wild turkey to me. I think in this blind, since we were having these other nutty products, I tasted that nutty, dusty quality, and I said that has to my brain was stuck on this theme of sourced. So thinking Beam or thinking Barton, I didn't even go to that turkey quality that I get on Disco 2.
I mean, you were right. You were right that it was sourced. That's for sure.
I got one thing right.
I threw this one in there because I figured all three of you have had it before.
We have not.
No?
Not
Okay.
two.
So,
You haven't had the 2?
So 2 I passed on. So I was visiting my mom in 2020, and I saw it at Specs, and it was listed for $70. It was actually in the Fusion spot. They had it mislabeled. And I went up to the register, and they're like, "It'll be 160." I was like, "Nope, don't have that. I'm gonna turn it back around."
Yeah,
that's a little higher than.
Yeah.
I think this one's like 130. I want to say maybe
130,
135.
Yeah, 130 is retail. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we've gotten the other ones at retail. We have all the other ones. We actually just found another 4 at a local place here, and we're super stoked.
It was a little more. We got it at 160. Yeah, we got it at 160, but I'll pay a little bit more for a bunker bottle.
Yeah. 4 was a really good one.
Yeah.
3 was very good though too.
That's what I just poured was 3.
Wait, 3. Which one had the MGP in it? Was that 3 or 4?
I thought it was.
3 definitely has Indiana whiskey in it.
Yeah.
Okay, so 3 and 4. Oh, 4 was the one with the that 78.5 corn mash bill from Beam.
Yeah, 4 was the one that was Kentucky only, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
3 was 3 and 2 were kind of going back and forth with my favorite, and then 4 came out. Man, I love 4.
Oh yeah.
But that's a really good choice. Man, Rain is killing it with these selections.
Yeah,
I love it.
I honestly think she nailed it in terms of like they're so different that this is all making sense of why it was so challenging.
But do you also see kind of that theme of like the bougie, right? You know,
Yeah.
where you're like,
Yeah.
oh, this is expensive. Is it good? I mean, maybe, right?
So
You
really,
have the butterfly, and you're like, eh.
Yeah.
And then you have the Bardstown, you're like, all right, that's pretty good.
yeah, really, Katie was the only one that said it was kind of close to the price point.
Yeah.
Hey, look at Kevin. Never saw 3 or 4, then 5 came out. Overpaid and learned a lesson.
Oh, 5, he got the Dickel one.
Kevin,
Yeah.
did you watch today? Did you watch my video today? I'm telling you, as soon as I smelled 5, I didn't know that's what it was, but as soon as I smelled it, you could see it on my face that was freaking Disco 5. All right, let's move on. Glass 5, which was sample D.
D.
Yes.
Okay.
So wait, going back, if I remember correctly, had a few whiskeys. Was D the peanut butter s'mores?
Mm-hmm.
All right,
was.
here we go. This
Yeah.
is the one I want to know what it is.
Yeah, I do
I'll
too
get-
because it's changed. Like it literally changed when I went back to it. And now I'm scared.
I am 98% sure that Jason did a review on this one.
Peanut butter s'mores. What the hell did I have that tasted like peanut butter s'mores?
Recently?
No.
Ah, well,
Now I'm sitting here wondering if we're drinking Ezra 7 or something.
Ethan, you go first.
Okay, sure. So yeah, from the beginning, peanut butter s'mores. It was peanut butter and chocolate, and then it had that char that you would get from like a toasted. Originally I said it was 110 to 120, but then after a little bit I bumped it 115 to 125. So I'll say 120 to go in the middle. I had marked it as Beam, but then I went back and changed it and said it's probably Heaven Hill.
Man, I'm so all over what you're saying too, but I kept changing. Like everything you say, I went through, and then I also changed it from everything that you said.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
We'll
It's
see.
very confusing to me.
It is. It's all over the place. It's delicious though. So I said the cost is probably 100, and I'd pay 80 for it, which is probably low, honestly. Yeah.
Who's going next?
I'll
Katie.
go next. So I said it It had butterscotch peanut butter, but then there was like this banana note that was coming out on me, so it made me think of Sourced Barton. I said it was probably 115 to 120 proof, somewhere in that range. Cost is 150, and I'd pay 100. I thought maybe Sam Houston, but not with that proof.
That's
Yeah.
very good. That's around what I was guessing, Katie.
Yeah. was hard.
I guessed 115. I started thinking that this could be Sourced Barton. And I didn't give an accurate guess. Like, I didn't pick exactly what I thought it was.
Peanut butter.
But I wouldn't, going back to it now, I would think maybe Calumet or Doc Swenson. I think it's one of those sourced whiskeys.
Wow.
Again, this is one of those source whiskeys.
Wait, tell me the proof one more time. What did you each say for proof? I'm just curious.
I said, I will tell you this. I wrote down, first sip, I wrote down 110. And then after I went to the last one and I came back, I was like, wait, this doesn't even freaking taste like what I first tasted it as. So I bumped it up to 115.
Yeah, that's what I said. 115 to 120. And I think Ethan said 120.
120.
Okay.
Or 115 to 125. Something.
120.
120. Holy crap.
So that is
Wow.
Barton.
No, it's Woodford Reserve,
Barton.
dude.
It's
Woodford Reserve?
It's Old Forester.
it's Old Forester. From
I am
Foreman.
so bad at
Foreman,
this.
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So again, banana, but
That's what we were getting. I guess maybe that what I was calling banana Barton was banana.
So which
Wood
one was
Forester.
that,
which one
Rain?
was that, Rain? I couldn't read
this
the
is
bottle.
the 2019. Wait, hold on. Let me make sure. Is it 2019 or 2020? Let me look and see, because I pulled them all up to make sure I could. This is the 2020.
And so is that the
123.6
Stouted mash?
proof. No,
That's 21.
123.6. I think I have that one. Let me actually no. I think I don't have
So
that one.
that's just the very fine rare then, or no?
this is the
That's the batch
Master's
proof.
Collection batch proof Woodford Reserve.
Yeah.
So
So it's different than those.
I didn't
No age
give my
statement.
price.
Oh,
I said to me that was I said 60 to 70. But I wrote down, get this, I think that bottle costs $120.
it's
Yeah,
130.
It's actually more than that.
It's
yeah.
more than
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
It started reminding me, the more I drank it, again, it started reminding me of one of those higher end Old Forester type products that didn't differentiate themselves enough from 1897 or 1920. It was like I could tell it was better than those, but is it double the price of those? I didn't think so.
So it's
It's one of the ones I have that I'm like, I mean, it's nice, but I don't think that it's worth it. That's which one is that one?
that one's 2021. It's the 128.3 batch proof.
So when we first tried this, we wrote it off. We thought, well, crap, we overpaid. And then we went back to it about 3 months later, and we were like, oh, wow, this is actually really good. It doesn't have near the depth as what's on D.
Yeah. What is the price
Okay.
of D?
I think 130 is what I paid.
Okay, yeah, that's
Yeah.
what we paid.
I think that's about MSRP. 130, 140 ish.
Closest?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, I think you got this one.
I hate to say it. Even though I told you what I would pay for it, I honestly, I liked that. And if I went to buy that bottle for that price, I mean, I wouldn't have been mad. It wasn't disappointing. Some of those Woodford Masters collections or whatever they're called sucked.
Yep.
That
I'm never-
one,
I'm never-
I
I'm
feel
never
like,
buying-
was
never
more
buying that.
worth it than some of the other ones.
Yeah, I'm never buying another one again unless I try it first.
Like
After
the
I bought it.
chocolate malt one,
You got
I
you got
hated
the
that
stouted
bottle.
finish, right? that
I
they
had I had that stouted mash one that tasted like I was drinking fucking Play-Doh.
Yeah,
And
it's
see,
just
I debated picking that up at Justin's, and I was like, oh no.
I
Yep.
love stout beer, but I will say this: the palate has gotten better as it's opened up, and I think a lot of it has to do with that bottle shape, and
Oh,
you
yeah.
have to really let it open up because it got more like stouty. It did. It drinks like a stout beer now, which is fine, but it doesn't feel like I'm drinking a whiskey at all. It's weird. It's weird.
When you said Play-Doh in your review, I was like, that's
Yeah.
not, yeah. no,
Yeah,
that's not
and the batch proof from last year, I was not a fan of. I thought you got to remember Woodford Reserve uses heat cycled warehouses just like Old Forester, and I think when they release, that's why a lot of their bottles are non-age stated because it's young, it's very young whiskey that's trying to be passed off as older whiskey with that heat cycling warehouse methodology that they use. And for whatever reason, I don't get it as much in Old Forester as I do with when Woodford does. Because remember, Woodford uses the copper pot stills as well, to kind of add a little bit of like depth and viscosity to the bourbons. And
Okay.
while that works for the most part, I could still taste like that bitterness on the back end of that batch proof that just killed it for me.
I didn't know they used the copper stills. I didn't realize that. Again, I think it's fine, but there's other things that I'd prefer to buy.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
you guys vilified my review, saying it was like $60 or $80.
Yeah. I mean,
all right. Let's move on to our last one, and then we'll run the giveaway.
The fun's coming to an end.
It's only just begun.
Oh God!
All right. Glass 6, which was sample E.
Yep.
It's your turn to go first, Trev.
I went all in on something, and I could be totally wrong.
Okay.
I'm not going to change my answer, but I'm just going to taste it to make sure, in my mind, I'm mentally prepared to be totally right or totally wrong.
I hope that Nighthawk nails this. Here we go. Do it. Do it.
It has a graininess on it, and when it comes to Boujee and graininess, I don't care. I don't freaking care.
Say it, Trev. Give us your feelings.
Say what's in your heart.
I tasted that, and at that point, I was so schlammered, I didn't know exactly what was going on, but I'm calling this nutty, grainy Yellowstone.
Yellowstone.
101 proof.
Like one of the like a finished one or like a store pick.
I don't know. I just wrote Yellowstone 101 proof.
Okay.
So it would have to be one of the Heaven Hill Yellowstone bottles.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know,
Because
man.
this is
It gave
super
me
nutty.
a graininess that every time I have Sarah blind me, she loves Yellowstone and she goes straight for that bottle, and that's what I always say about it. As much as I love it, every time she blinds me, I'm like, man, this is grainy. What did you get me?
Yeah, it's very Yellowstone has a corn forwardness to it. For
Corn,
sure.
yeah, corn.
Yeah.
So I was like, that's when I got that corniness on this. That's just, I just said, I don't even, at this point, my brain is fried. That's what I'm going to go with.
All right. I can't wait to hear what the Turks got. All right,
So-
Katie, what did you get?
Well, actually, I'll go next if it's okay, because I'm gonna piggyback on that corn hardcore.
Okay. All right.
So I actually said that this was found north because of that corn. I thought it's actually like high percentage corn whiskey.
Okay.
But then once I went back to it, it got so nutty.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that-
it's like a corny nuttiness. So that's why I'm thinking maybe I'm totally wrong with the Yellowstone, but it's corny.
Well, it could be Heaven Hill. Heaven Hill has that nuttiness sometimes, right? I
I think going back to it, I'm thinking this might be some sort of Heaven Hill, like you're
Might be.
saying.
But yeah, so I said it was. To me, it spoke of corn whiskey and Found North, specifically batch 2.
Hmm.
But after the nuts came out, I said it was probably bean instead. I put it at 150 cost and 120 value.
Did you guys get any? Do you guys remember any sort of a finish on that one?
No, there's no finish.
No.
And that's why I'm kind
It
of
is
leaning
grain.
away from, because all the Yellowstones are finished in something, you know.
No. I don't mean like finish in the sense of like they threw it in like a port cask or something.
You
I
meant
mean-
like a finish.
Yeah, like on the palate. Is it smooth or
It
did
was a very short finish to me,
short finish? Okay.
but it was
Dude,
grain
it's-
forward.
It's
Does
so
seem-
corn grain forward, but then on the nose, also very nutty. That, I mean, my brain could convince me that this is my Yellowstone, because this is exactly what happened 3 nights ago when I had her pour me something. She poured Yellowstone.
You guys are describing some of my experiences with Old Fitz, the decanter. So I'm
Really?
wondering if that might be in the mix.
It's drinking a lot hotter than
It
an
is,
Old
yeah.
Fitz.
Oh, it's drinking like above.
That's why
It-
I was
it-
thinking.
it
bean,
seems a
maybe
little
it's Booker
spicy.
or a little
Not
bit.
a weeder.
Okay,
It's
seems
drinking
spicy.
like 110 to me.
So
Ash-
So to me, it's actually pretty viscous. It's got a pretty good mouthfeel to it, but it's got zero finish.
Okay. Man, I can't wait to find out what this is. It sounds really interesting. Okay.
This is going to be, it's nothing that we talked about.
It's probably just straight up Booker's.
Probably.
I mean,
I mean, y'all heard my notes, but I'll say the cost was 200, and I'd pay 65 for it.
wow.
Wow, 200 and you'd pay 65.
And that's
Just
somebody
because-
who has to have every Booker's.
Shut up.
Wait, what did you think the proof was, Katie? I'm just
I
curious.
think it's 115.
115. Okay.
115.
Hold on. I did not even give a price.
Oh, he just said what he thought he would pay for it, 60 to 70.
No, that was the other one.
I thought that was this one too. It's been every other one.
The more I'm tasting it, it's giving me that super corn. I feel like this is like something that someone's going to charge $120+ for that I would only pay.
You don't think it could be a Old Carter, could you? Because they use that high corn. No.
I don't give
It
a crap
doesn't
what
taste
this
like
is,
a-
dude.
Rain's
I'm tasting
face makes me think that
taste,
maybe I'm
and if this
crazy,
is what
but-
they put out, then
And listen,
It doesn't
I don't
taste like-
know what you're tasting at all. So
Jason just stumbled into this, and he's just
Yeah.
stirring the pot.
yeah,
it's
I
a
don't
very.
He
think it's
just
Old
clicked
Carter.
the link. He clicked the link and
I
it
clicked the
appeared.
link. It was there, and
We've
that's
got a lot of we've got a bit of Old Carter, and we've had a bit more, and
Okay.
all of their stuff is more round for me than
All
what's
right.
in this class.
And let me add to Ethan. I know that it might sound like we're talking crap when we say they charge 120 and I would only pay 60 for it. I don't think we're saying that this is bad. I think this tastes really good, but I can also be a realist and realize I feel like they are charging way more money than that this is worth.
okay.
Yeah, for sure. You see
So-
the label, or like people are going to go grab it, and you think, well, all right, it's worth twice that much, or whatever.
This has a graininess and the nuttiness that I would, if I paid $60 for it, and someone already called me out, $60 is my theme for the night, but honestly, that's what everything kind of falls in line with. It all tastes like $60 bourbons.
You know what?
Trevor is
Sometimes
never
you,
paying more than $60 for bourbon.
I've paid more. I will pay more than 60. But when it comes down to it blind, is this better than what a $60 readily available on the shelf bourbon is? No, I think it's right in line. That's why I keep saying 60, is because I would pay, like, that's what it tastes like to me. It fits in with those other bottles.
Yeah.
But I can drink this and I know that these fools are charging more than $60 for this. So
I cannot wait. Okay.
You guys ready?
I would say probably,
Yeah,
If they're-
let's.
I'm going to say 150, and I'm going to say this right now, and you can nail me to the cross. If they're charging 150 for this, don't do it. Not for that one.
All right.
Ready now?
I
Everybody's
cannot wait. I
got
cannot
their
wait.
feelings
I
out.
cannot wait to find out what this is. What is it?
Book?
Called it.
Oh,
Yes.
little book.
Which little book?
Oh, that's the brown rice one.
Yes, the brown rice.
That is
Called it.
one
All
of
of
my
you were
favorite
talking about
ones.
corn and corn and corn. And I'm like,
It's
maybe
the
it's
brown
the brown
rice.
Yeah, it is.
Mhm.
Don't do it.
Boom.
That's how much are the little books? Aren't they up there?
150, I think.
One
They're about
like
one- yeah, they get-
125.
Yeah.
To me,
We got 4
that's
for 110.
that's not that much better than Booker's. For them to charge double the price of Booker's for that?
I don't think the only one that I think have been better than a Booker's is Little Book Chapter 3.
And that's the only little book I haven't tried at this point.
Oh, that's that's the one that they took every small batch at cast strength and blended it. I mean, that was
Wow.
amazing. That's worth it.
That's just
I like this
that
one.
is not double. I have a hard time paying full price for Booker's. So you gosh dang believe I'm not paying full price for Little Book.
I like this one. This one's
Yeah.
I like. I don't know. It has a different kind of taste to it. I like it a lot.
But is it I know you like it, but is it's worth it to you?
I haven't had another brown rice bourbon, so I don't. I guess for me it'd be worth it because it's different.
Rain, I'm going to do something for you tomorrow. Jim Beam Signature has a brown rice, don't they?
I don't know.
Yeah,
This is the only
Jim
brown
Beam.
rice bourbon or whiskey I've ever had, so I don't know.
Same here. Yeah.
Jim Beam Signature has a brown rice.
I was going to
offering.
say, I know a store that sells all of those Jim Beam signatures. I'm going to go buy one tomorrow, and I'm sending you a sample.
You're gonna ship it to me.
And I want you to side by side them, and I want you to tell me. Because I don't know. I've never had another brown rice.
How about I blind them and then I'll tell you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that would be
actually-
awesome.
Jim Beam is coming out with another brown rice something this year. They're going all in on the brown rice, man.
I don't know, man. But this is coming from me as the guy who doesn't really. I don't care for Booker's at all. So I start comparing that to Booker's. And what I say is that double the price of Booker's to me? No. But then again, I also value Booker's at like $40 to $50.
What?
I don't like Booker's. The ones I've tried, let me say that. The ones I've tried, I don't value them at that price.
Okay. I think it's one of those things where perception is reality. So it's like that's just how much it costs, so that's how much it's worth almost. Like it's
Rain.
$85, so it's
Have you
worth
tried a
$85.
15-year-old Knob Creek pick?
I have. I don't like the 15, but I do really, really like the 12.
No, I'm talking about a
Like
store
the
pick.
9-year pick. Like the one.
Oh no.
Those are all gone before.
That's
we-
why.
Yeah.
This is exactly why, and we've just found it. There's so many of us who, I say grow up. Our bourbon adventure went through this 15-year-old Knob Creek store picks, and then they all went away, and then the Booker's price went up.
Okay.
And it's like we were so used to these $45 15-year-old Knob Creek picks, and they were amazing. And then all of a sudden they disappeared, and then the Booker's price went up to $90.
But that's the thing though. It's like if all of those are gone and the only thing you can get now is Booker's at 90, that's what it's worth right now. Even though you can be sad that it's
I totally see what you're saying. I think
inflated.
it's more of a we're stuck in our ways.
Mm.
And we're like, look, I've tried this at $45. Why would I pay $90 for it for something that's, less
I
good?
want you to tell
Yes.
Trim Linda something.
Okay, so that goes back to your get off my lawn.
Yes,
only
I
want
think
to
it's
pay
people
$10
stuck in their
for
ways.
bourbon.
Like
Firmly
Jason,
staunched in his lawn.
you guys know those 15 Knob Creek picks, and then they're charging $100 for Bookers, and you're like, dude, I used to get 15-year-old, 16-year-old Knob Creek picks for $45, and now you want me to pay $100 for this Booker's bottle that's 6 years old?
Yeah.
It's like we have this mental thing that's like, no, I'm not freaking doing it.
So little informational tidbit: the Knob Creek 9-year, the 9-year went away. The 9-year
came back.
age-stated label went away, and then it came back. From what I'm hearing, it's going away again.
What?
Yep.
Wow.
They
Back
just-
for what, a year and a half?
Yeah, they can't keep it on the shelf. So if you have any 9-year label single barrel or small batch Knob Creeks and you're a fan of them, then grab them because I think
Heading
they're
to the
just
store
going away.
tomorrow because the last time I've heard some bull crap like this, it went away. So I'm buying a freaking case of both of them.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
Yep.
really like Knob Creek.
yeah. According
makes me sad.
to my Ohio sources, they're going to be leaving the shelf and they're coming back with some other variant of it. So
Nope, I've said this. I said this last time when the last time I heard this was Knob Creek 15, and no one believed it because they're like, well, who's your source, dude? No. People
most of-
don't just hear things.
most of it is just common sense. If you just kind of like read the tea leaves of how whiskey goes and what's happening out there, most of the age-stated stuff, I mean, until most of these distillers can catch up with production, it makes sense. And Beam is putting out a ton of product every single year, so it just makes sense.
No,
Okay.
well, I'm
Trev,
going tomorrow.
I think it's giveaway time.
Yep, let's run the giveaway. Matt!
All right, well, I'm gonna bounce out, guys. I'm gonna go shovel my driveway again, but I'll thanks for letting me in.
That Ohio life.
Thanks
Thanks for
for
hanging out, Jason.
letting
Bye,
me in.
Jason.
Bye, Rain. Finally, nice to
Cheers,
meet you. Bye,
bud.
Turks. Trev, thanks for letting me slum along with you. Sorry,
I would
Sorry,
always
clicked-
let you slum along with you, nerd.
Sorry, I clicked the link.
That's just
Sorry, not-
all that,
sorry,
Jason.
not sorry.
Jason, all that means is next time that we share a hotel room together, it's gonna get really weird.
All right, I'll bring my I'll bring a sword or something to help me don't protect myself. Jesus.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Later, man.
See
Bye,
you.
Jason. I think Matt said between 1 and 74.
1 in 74.
1 and 74. So this is, I think we need to do two winners. I think we need to have the Mayor Pingree and the big giveaway.
Okay, let's do it.
Hey Google. Hey Siri. Pick a number 1 through 74. One sec.
A random number between 1 and 74 is 5.
5. Who is winning the Boujee giveaway plus the makers? And I need to write this down. Plus Boujee. Number 5 goes to...
JG.
JG Suggett!
He never wins, he says.
JG never wins!
That's great.
That's awesome.
Well, you won today, nerd. Alright.
And then the
Number
Mayor Pingree?
2 is the Mayor Pingree samples, which are fan-freaking-tastic. I will add that. Hey Siri. Ethan sucks.
I think you're just upset because I won.
She goes, that's not nice. She would not
Hey.
say it, though.
That's right. She's Team Ethan.
Hey,
We forgot
Siri.
another giveaway, Trev. My lord.
Oh, God.
Ugh.
Pick a number 1 through... Was it 74 or 76?
74.
74.
Come on, Trev.
Hey, Siri. Pick a number 1 through 74. Also, Ethan sucks.
Between 1 and 74 is 2.
2! Wow, it's going to low numbers. Number 2. Here we go. You guys are going to see it before me because my chat's super slow. Nope. It doesn't, I don't think he randomizes it, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, Junior SVT. He randomizes it all. So it doesn't matter what order you're in.
Mark Emenecker.
It all goes random.
Mark
Hey,
Emenecker
Mark.
won another giveaway.
Yeah.
Nice.
Mark's had good luck lately.
He won on Women of Whiskey, didn't he?
Mark's on freaking fire.
And then your Malort giveaway. Don't forget about the Malort.
The Malort, I'm sending both of these people Malort. That's what they want.
Okay.
I'm trying to get rid of this.
You're waiting
Yeah,
for
Mark-
that Storytime Malort pick?
Mark and JG is definitely getting freaking Malort. And then Mark says, I don't want Malort. He's definitely getting it as well. So,
And you should do all the bottles with no labels. That way he doesn't know what's Malort.
and then
what's
you just
not.
have to pour it
That's right.
blindfolded. And which one you get's what you get.
Yeah, exactly. If you want the good stuff, you gotta take the bad stuff too. Welcome to life.
It's the way it goes, Mark. Deal with it. All right, let's wrap it up. I know ADHD is going live. He's doing like the Matt Madness via a freaking wheel.
Oh.
So I might not get picked. And all I'm going to say is if I don't get picked, I quit. I'm competing again, dang it. So you better go over there and say pick Trev or else.
So you're gonna be against Grease?
I don't care who I'm against. I'll face off against whoever. I just want to compete.
As you
I'm
should.
competing against Rain in the upcoming weeks.
Oh,
And he's
yeah.
I don't care.
terrified. He's so scared.
Well, yeah, he lost to us tonight.
I'm
Yeah.
literally terrified of Rain. And this is all a defensive mechanism.
It's okay.
She's scary.
I know. I am. Because I'm going to win.
Matt's been going for an hour, but he's probably been talking and he's probably coughing. He's just now starting, so we're good. He's
So,
just
Trev,
now
do you have
starting his
JG's
blind.
info?
We're good. All right, let's wrap her up. We got the giveaways. I have both of y'all's information, so I'll give it to who needs to go to who.
Okay, awesome.
So you guys are awesome. Mark has freaking won stuff from me. So he's just laughing right now. But yeah, Rain, seriously, that was awesome.
This was
Yeah,
so
that
fun.
That was great.
This was
so
great.
much.
Thank you, Ryan.
That was very
And thanks
difficult.
for having us, Trev.
Oh yeah.
I also want to say I don't know why the Turks thank me. The Turks are like the greatest human beings on this planet
Yep.
when it comes to just giving and support. These fools, let me just brag on the Turks. I'm doing like a Patreon stream and they're like, "Do you need help keeping giveaways?" And I'm like, "What? This is a Patreon stream. It's already they're always asking, "What can we do? What can we do?" There's nothing else you can do. You guys are just incredible human beings. So I love you. I might love your dog more than Ethan, but I still love Ethan. And I love Katie more than both of you. So
I agree with that.
Aw.
Ethan's
I mean,
great.
Ethan's
Team Katie.
cool.
The
Ethan's
smart people are
cool.
Team Ethan, but most people are Team Katie.
Ethan's decent. The dog is amazing. Katie is an angel.
Yep.
And then Rain is my arch nemesis.
Yes.
So I will see you on the battlefield.
I am ready, and considering tonight's performance, I am not scared.
Whoa!
You know what? I wasn't even trying tonight.
Okay.
I didn't even try. I mixed up my samples.
I actually feel a lot better if you weren't trying tonight, Trev.
That's how it
I
seems.
mixed up all of my samples just to screw with you guys.
Your points made it feel like you weren't trying. I agree.
His F was actually F, not C.
Yeah, screw all you guys. All
Good
right.
night, everyone. Thank you so much. I had a lot of fun, so I appreciate everybody.
This is great, y'all. Thanks for having us, Trev.
No, we love you guys. Let me end the stream, and all of us will end our little spiel here. So everyone, I will see you next week sometime. Have a good night. Go do what you got to do. Drink water. See you guys.